Ladies and gentlemen, this is not your usual four-court jester. That's right, it's Dr. Heckle bringing you some quality UPL action here in the final week of the regular season, the final chance to grab points and sneak into the playoffs. I'll be your lead caster today, Dr. Heckle, and joining me today is a very knowledgeable individual who I know quite well, might say have lifelong experience with, is my little brother, Snowplows.
Yes, indeedy. It's my pleasure to be here, especially in such an important week. I mean, this is a chance where they can make their final statement and go strong going into the playoffs, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of sort of firmed up places. We had a lot of repeat players snag league points over the past couple of weeks. I don't have that graphic on me on hand, but it's never too late. There are still tons of places, and it's really anyone's match, anyone's game to get into these final couple of slots.
Exactly.
So we're going to be waiting for our Group A lobby to fill up. Here we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 8 ready and raring to go. I will be waiting for the all clear from Zex.
Yes, excellent. Some Saturday afternoon Underlords. It's such a ripe time for it. Everybody, they've had their lunch, ready to go and tackle some lobbies. So, Doc, what do you think we're gonna see here? What's strong?
So I've had plenty of experience with the current meta today, at least in the upper Big Boss tiers. I've been sort of undulating between Big Boss 5 and Big Boss 4 all week. Much to my chagrin, I would really like to make up to that jump to Lord before the rank reset, but beggars can't be choosers. I've been seeing tons of different and diverse strategies all throughout my lobbies. I've been seeing a lot of low roll strats, your Warlock, Demon comps, even some low roll mages, some low roll hunter comps. You see the classic 3-star Drow, 3-star Windranger, 3-star Shadow Demon strats, stuff like that.
Yeah, I absolutely love the diversity. Like, as the season developed, like going from pre-season 1, right? It was the scrappy uprising. Mm-hmm. If you were going uncontested scrappies, you could pretty much sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, right?
Yeah.
And as the season developed and patches were made, the 3 stars got introduced. It just opened things wide. Like, you have to think about when you want to level up, think about when you want to roll down, and it just opens up such a diverse range of strategies. I love it.
Right, yeah, I can only agree. I'm a big fan of the 3-star bonuses that got implemented, that sort of like got steadily dripped out over the course of the season. I think it has opened up the game space to more like okay.
Yes, and by the way, you should ready up in the lobby.
We're waiting on one more.
Okay.
Let me just boost you on Discord a bit.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's see. Can I not do that from here? That's a mute button.
Yay. Well, you don't want to do that.
Voice settings.
I'm frozen out.
I'll boost the output. How about that?
Me?
Yeah. You're boosted. Base boosted.
Hooray!
Yeah, alright.
Oh yeah, coming at you live. Are you ready for Underlords?
Live and living here. Week 4,
yes,
Season 9. I mean, hey, we're coming up on our 10th season of UPL here. That's exciting stuff. I hopped on for the finals 2 seasons ago for Season 7, I think. Season 7 finals, or Season 8 finals. It was Season 8 finals because then I did the duos and then I did all this Season 2. So it's been a wild ride. I can only thank the good people at UPL for bringing me on as a caster. After watching my angry rants on Reddit, they decided it's like, you know what, this kid, he's got opinions. He can write. Whatever.
He got passion. He got passion for the game. He has a love of the game. We got to get him on here.
Truly, and I'm very, very grateful for that. Let me check. Oh, not my profile. How shameful. We're still waiting for that +1 here to file into this lobby before we kick things off.
Indeed. You know what I'm interested to see? I'm interested to see, like, how many people get the brawny jackpot, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
it's...
Go ahead.
You go.
Okay. Okay, yeah, because like Brawny is one of those like really big hallmark 3-star low roll strats, because there's a lot of cheap units. You buy them up, your Snapfires, your Beastmasters, even your Bristlebacks, like all of those have
Yes.
like really strong upgrades at 3 stars, and just getting that up and early, good combos with dragons. Like there's no having the disruptor later on certainly helps, but you can definitely
Oh,
build
yeah.
a strong 3-star comp um, with 3 cost and below units, and that opens up to your 3-star bonuses and what have you.
Yeah, and you always kind of get the King Solomon dilemma, right? If
Uh-huh.
if one person can go Brawnies, they can get super strong and like almost reach a threshold where they just take over, right? They start winning rounds, they start getting those buffs with 3 stars. They're just super tanky. But if 2 people go for it, it gets too split, and like you often see them both fail.
Yeah.
And then you have like the interesting factor, like, well, 3-star Bristleback is incredible. And his dual synergy with Savage, I think Savage is all right now. It has a lot of branches, so if you get, you can encourage that in a Druid comp, even a Summoner comp if you're going 4 Savage with some Summoners. So like, there's little vultures pecking away at Brawnies, but if you get lucky, you can really thrive.
Yeah, it is a dilemma. Like when 2 people get good early rolls, it's like whatever.
Yeah.
It's like ugh. All right, so we are unfortunately going to have to start this lobby with a bot.
That happens.
But I mean, hey, the lights are on, the box is locked. It is fighting time. Let's.
Lights, camera, action.
All right, we're gonna kick things off here with bots, and we're in.
Let's have a gamble.
All right, so we got some familiar faces here. We got Digitams, a perennial feature here on the stream. We've got Alicia Bot, who has, really been showing me some very impressive strats the past couple of days with a very, I've been following this kid's career for a while, and we have a very progressive opening here on her screen. There's a lot of options that you can take from here. See makings of warriors, low roll, demons perhaps with this LC.
Yes. It's important to feed early dual damage.
Yeah,
That's very integral.
It puts you in a very good spot for the rest of the match. I'm going to be following Kay here on stream. He's another familiar face. I've casted many of his lobbies this season, and it looks like we're looking at a Heartless opening with a Heart Warden that may not have played out the way that they...
Well, you go up against early insects. I mean, that's a hard build to beat for anybody, especially with 3 guys on the board. The insects just eat you up.
Gotcha. Okay, sorry about that. I've been told that I did not transition the scene like I had liked, but
we painted a beautiful word picture.
Yeah, this is a good radio play here in Underlords. That sort of play-by-play action that you can grow to love. So sorry about that. There's some growing pains again. This is my first time properly hosting this solo, so I'm very glad that Jester is away for today. Absolutely isn't watching this stream.
Good.
Let's check the leaderboards here, or the scoreboards here, and
I'm
see.
looking at Laser's build. Like, Laser's build in particular intrigues me. Found the Ogre Cap with some early Warlocks, and Mr. Warlock. I think you could go tons of places with this, right?
Absolutely. Getting that early Ogre Cap for Demon units, and then later on finding that Restore Circlet for your Bloodbound units is this, like, wonderful feedback loop of this damage boosting, these sacrificial sort of units as well. I think it can really grow if you can find the other warlocks, the other demons. I should have no problem dismissing this early primordial comp here against Nox.
Indeed.
Heal is
unless
I mean that.
Well, there's another cask. Huge. Oh man, that was brutal.
Yeah, you get those are the sort of Dreamboat Witch Doctor casts that you really grow to love and enjoy if you play a lot of support in Dota 2.
Yep.
What do you think about Primordials as being a sort of early alternative to bugs? Like, clearly if you're not going for like a hunter or a assassin build early on, like if you're angling for mage or if you're angling for warrior, you have that option to go Primordial.
Oh, I love it. I love it. You have a lot of low tier, good primordial units like that are strong in the early game. If you get an early 2-star, you're gonna have a lot of production from that 2-star unit, a lot of production from the primordials. It's a great early option for sure.
And speaking of great early options, if we pop over to our incandescence board here, we got that early. We got an early 2-star
Ooh.
Tusk. We got early Druids.
Yes. Oh, that's incredible. That can like kind of carry you through an early game. Let's see how it goes up against the lauded insects.
Yeah, Digitams crushing on those insects for that early game effectiveness, that mischance, that just constant damage that can backfire later on as just being a sort of like pesky mana generator for like mage comps, warlock comps, stuff like that. But Incandescent pulls it out, doesn't care about those bugs, just has the raw star power to pull it through.
That's just a super strong opening. I mean, a 2-star Tusk with early Savage and makes the jump to 4? Yes, Incandescence wants to streak. Makes the jump to 4 with a 2-star Razor.
Oh, wow, yeah. No, I mean, when you get those early 2-stars, that kind of thing can help support a streak, help put you in good economic position for later on in the game. And it looks like he's going to be up against a fellow 2-star Magnus and an early 2-star Crystal Maiden.
Okay. Now, what I see from this Razor is just, I got lucky with some rolls. It doesn't quite make sense with the comp right now, but 2 stars are better than 1, right?
Yeah, and particularly in these early game scenarios, it's like just having those 2-star bodies on the board lets you absorb more hits, you get the better spells, and like it doesn't necessarily have to make sense.
Yeah, right? Early good stuff. It's the name of the game.
Early good stuff. We got our first item round, or our second item round coming down. We should see some 2-star items being offered.
Vanguard Razor, just like my pubs.
Yeah.
For the person first right now.
Let me just check my watch, and it is indeed 2012 again, so I do have Vanguard Razor. It's great. We see only one contraption coming out. Not a lot of people opting for those early barricades that we see in these early mage comps and hunter comps.
Well, it seems like mage isn't being favored right now. You have Nox going for primordials, has some mage opportunity, but no one else really has that flex spot for mages currently, and not too many on the bench either.
Yeah, it looks a little barren. Let's pop into Kay's match because they are against, let's call them Golb, I believe that is, Golb or Holb, depending on if it's Russian or Ukrainian. But they were both streaking, and Golb pulls it out. Currently our lobby leader there on fire. Let's follow them. It looks like a primordial insect comp, so it's sort of the best of two worlds, or both worlds that we were talking about earlier, huh?
Yeah, if you want to go for an early streak, why not both?
Yeah, and we do see a very full bench and a lot of overflow going on. Some of those early units being culled out. Gold also hasn't jumped up to 4. Chilling at 3 right now.
Well, it's very popular, very common right now. Just hang out at 3. If you lose, you get a reroll, a chance to kind of pair up some more early tier 1 units. Very strong.
Yeah, and there's one of my favorite things to observe on early when you have Razor on Razor action, these sort of like Razor conduits. One of them pops their, oh man, what is that move called? What is the spell called?
Plasma Field?
Plasma Field. Yeah, one of them pops their Plasma Field, gives the other one enough mana to cast their Plasma Field, and if you've got multiple on the board, it's basically electrical engineering. I'm not an electrical engineer. I did not do well in that university physics course with electromagnetism, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Well, it's all just guesswork. Science is a lie.
Yeah.
Should we pop over to Incandescent?
Yeah.
Like, that's such a strong comp, and they're streaking.
Yeah, Incandescent Sky, again, a regular here in these Group A lobbies, usually has asserted themselves as being pretty good at Dota Underlords, is currently at the top of our lobby. Again, rocking that Druid build with the random 2-star Razor Splash.
And that Desolator, it pays dividends, right? Because you have plenty of frontliners, so the Razor's going to get that debuff on so many targets.
Yeah, takes Elisabot to task, loses the Magnus to that Demonic Purge late. Kind of tragic there, because that's just damage you don't get back, but check out this itemization actually on Incandescent Sky. We've got a Talisman of Evasion on Tusk. Don't see a lot of those from the first item round drops. Usually see a lot of Void Stones, some Chainmails here and there, but we have a Talisman here.
Right. And actually, I've been thinking about the Talisman of Evasion. I mean, I don't know about your lobbies, but the prevalence of trolls is insane. And in my opinion, that kind of weakens the value of a talisman with higher attack speed.
That's true. That's true. It does give effectively 25% additional HP, but enough about that. We've got some streak-on-streak action here with Incandescent Sky going up against Nox. Looks like we have the makings of a Mage Primordial early game build here. Incandescent has the unit advantage, gets those Treants out, but those Plasma Fields, there it is. It's that conduit.
Yep.
That Tusk gets frozen twice in this round. That is painful to see.
Ooh, it looks like the Plasma Field's going to come out a little sooner.
Is this a draw? Oh, just barely ekes it out.
Wow, 35 health. That's a heartbreaker right there.
Yes, good speed on that. I was unable to catch that health there at the end. A little slow on the draw.
Hey, we got you. We got you. Ooh, see a Stonehall Cloak offered. Reroll.
Okay, goes for the Dragonlance. All right, all right.
I can dig it. Dragonlance Witch Doctor sounds good to me.
Yeah.
He gets a little too happy sometimes and gets in the action.
Yeah, his attack range is not exactly the best. So we see the makings of trolls here on Incandescent Sky's bench. I see Dazzle, I see Bat Rider, I see Witch Doctor. Could this be a Troll Summoner Druid build?
Ooh. And looking at the scoreboard, we also see 2 people going Mage now.
Yeah.
We have the presence of 2 mages, one going Spirits, one going Prim and Proper.
Yeah, again, 2 different early game philosophies. I would say that the Spirit build scales very well into late game, while the Primordial build is more of just like a sort of transitional thing until you can get more units on the board.
Absolutely.
And yeah, one of those Primordials is not Morphling. Morphling obviously stays in that late lineup, and I'll tell you what, this Splash Razor is doing work for Incandescent Sky.
Why not? A damage factory. I mean, with the rest of the build, sure. Like, when you take out the Savage, too, right? You lose a lot of damage and scaling. So having that Razor there is a boon.
Yeah. I mean, he could sub that out, put in a Dazzle, and put in a Troll, hit that first level of Troll, but just having, again, that extra body. Actually, and we got our Underlord picks.
Pump Statistics, okay. I see a lot of an Essex. I'm not surprised.
Yep, half the lobby has gone in Essex with 1 undecided. All right, 6 or 5 out of the 8 people have gone in Essex, but we actually have 1 of each Underlord for our other players. Nox has gone for that Friendly Fire Hobgon, the Mitigator, as we like to call it here. Here, between us, we've got Karab going for that all-out attack Eno, and Barrel's Jewel down here for Alyssa Bot.
Not surprised that the only person going Joel is the bot.
The bots are trying to make it work, okay? They have no choice but to stand. They're programmed to.
Innovators. True innovation.
Oh, and
who can stop Incandescent Sky? Oh, well, maybe sick Delta Slam.
Yeah, that was a tasty Delta Slam, but the Thrall goes off, captures the Crystal Maiden, and gets the Eno. Is this enough to finish things out?
Oh, come on, Storm Spirit, focus. Focus, you fool.
Oh, the fool just barely ekes it out, completes the streak against Karabas, I believe that is the transliteration of that.
Okay, thank you. I actually didn't know how to like address them.
Yeah. We got Karabas and we got Golb, who's the other person with Cyrillic. Digitams disconnected there for a second, but comes back and is just like, you know what's cool? 3-star Nyx Assassin.
Yeah, look at that. Going for the level 4 low rolls to get that 3-star Nyx. Has Hunter, Insect, and Vigilant paired up.
Even landed the barriers, too, early on.
Wow.
Yeah, Digitams will go up against Lasers running at a unit disadvantage, but...
Ooh. Gets the reload off. Are you watching Digitams?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
And let's talk about Nyx Assassin and what Nyx Assassin brings to the table at 3 stars.
Okay.
Now, if you read my articles up on uplesports.com/news, you will know that my opinion of this 3-star upgrade is rather low. What do you think?
I'm inclined to agree. I mean, you don't see the effect too often because you're not going to put like attack speed items on your Nyx assassin. Like you're going to give that to your assassins or your other bugs because you probably pair hunter with it early. I like the idea of the Vanguard. And actually, I remember you were theorizing the idea of the Deadeye, giving him the I don't remember what the item's named.
Mantle of the Flayed Twins.
Yes, the Mantle of the Flayed Twins. It was an interesting thing when I tried it out in my pubs.
I've been running a lot of Assassin recently, so in my eyes, it went from like an auto skip, and maybe the hardest auto skip in the game, to a reflex pick when I'm running Assassins. And you know what? It works.
It works out. Works out.
It's a very close match here between Nox and Digitams here. It's that Nyx Assassin playing cleanup crew against the Eidolons and finishes out. Takes a bit off
part of the real benefit of having this Nyx, especially with the Vanguard and the early bugs, with bugs, you want the game to go on late. You want the bugs to chew them up. The less people that are alive, the more effective the bugs are.
And let's check the lobby real quick. I don't see any Brawny.
Okay, nobody opted for it.
Yeah, so if no Brawny means no Bristlebacks, and no Bristlebacks means no Quill Spray, and that just murders the bugs. Those bugs only have 1 HP, so any semblance of AoE will deal with them. But if you don't have that, if you only have single target damage, it's a no-go.
I agree.
So we see another item round coming out here. We see the Crown of Antlers actually on Digitam's 3-star Nyx Assassin. I really like that. That actually super elevates Nyx, given the Vendetta proc.
Yes.
That's actually extremely tasty. Very much. I
like it.
That.
Yes, yes, yes.
And we're going to see some clash here of economic ideologies as Digitams goes up against Incandescent Sky is at a 3-unit deficit. Only has 1 3-star unit and loses their Weaver to an Enthrall.
It's just too much between the summons, the unit disadvantage, and Enthrall. That's too much to overcome.
Yeah, and I actually really like summons as a counter, like, these Savage Summoner builds as a counter to these low-roll strats, because if you're running a high unit advantage, if you're just more leveled and you have more units on the board, you can just create this sort of minion flood and hero flood that can overwhelm and outpace these 3-star units. Indeed,
and it's like the summoner, there's a lot of good early summoners. So it's like you have strong early units and a lot of them. So you can often counter some of the stuff you see.
Yep. Plus, you can keep up pretty well in stars or in rankings because a lot of those summoners are druids. You have your Nature's Prophet, you've got your lone druid, and that helps if you don't find a lot of them. You can get those free levels off of your druid bonus.
Yep. This game is so rich.
Indeed. Digitams is probably going to take another loss here against Nox. There's just too many units to deal with and gets knocked down.
They're well started, well itemed. The Razor with the Yule Scepter is huge.
Yeah, and if we actually check over by Gold, their match against Laser, Digitams plays that 3-star Shadow Demon, but Gold is going to fall here. Seats to Laser, who's now on a 5 streak with this Summoner build. Or rather, with this Knight build.
From Laser with a Vanguard Shadow Fiend?
Yes.
Let's go.
I like that. 2 Vanguards out here, both on the backline units. This is some spicy stuff.
Vanguard is pretty darn good, to be honest.
Yeah, if you're coming in from a Dota background, you know how historically good Vanguard has been. Getting that block chance, along with just like that free health, can really mitigate a lot of these early game auto attacks and conserve a lot of mana and become more survivable. And let's see how it plays out against Karav's and their Knight of Spirit, or their rather Spirit Mage comp.
Yes. Also, it's going to synergize with your Warlocks. You want your Warlocks to live. You want to reach that critical mass of, you can't kill me, I'm going to keep casting spells.
Yep. Laser gets that Golem off.
Ooh,
And it's
another
gonna...
Requiem. Come on.
Oh, that's a huge Requiem. Is actually
Yep.
going to be enough just to clean this up off the back of the golem alone.
Wow.
Extends that streak even further.
Whew. And the way their composition is progressing is incredible. You want this. You want to have that room open for your Necrophos later to get the 4 Warlocks, 4 Healers. You
Yep.
have options for your another Troll in the
Already
late.
has that 2-star Abaddon, so you're going to get
Ooh.
Heartless for free as well. So my question is, where is the Legion Commander? Because these builds tend to be fairly wide alliance-wise.
Alicebot picked up a lot of them early,
Oh,
and that
that's
kind
fair.
of prevented. Yep.
What do you think's running through Alicebot's mind right now, or their circuits right now? They've opted for a Savage Summoner Druid comp with a lot of 1-star units.
Yeah, I think they're just taking it easy. You know, some Saturday afternoon Underlords.
And
I've wandered into the wrong lobby.
I've watched Alicebot a lot this season, and it is just like they've struggled. Honestly, they've struggled to even get anywhere even above a 7th place finish, and it is quite a mess. Laser here is going to drop to K's.
Laser got exploded.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Laser
the RP was insane.
absolutely overrun by that. Summoner comp. And is it just like a lack of DPS here from the Knights?
Actually, between the Trolls and the Shadow Fiend, you got a decent amount of damage.
Yeah, Shadow Fiend can really thug it out. Gets 91 attack rate, 165 damage, all the pure damage off of the demon bonus.
And the Silver Edge will help
Yeah,
help those problems for sure.
That breaks items. That makes it so that things like Stonehall Cloak don't work, Stonehall Pike don't work, Refresher Orbs won't fire. And Digipatam's going hard, loose streaking right now. Let's actually pop over to Incandescent Sky and see how they're doing. They're streaking, they're back up in first, and they've gone for a pretty wide build as well here with this Mango Tree.
Yes, and 2-2-star Druids, that's going to kind of carry you through this middle game, right?
Yeah, because even though, just checking the true sort of star rating, only rocking 2 2-star units. One of them's going to, or 2 2-star Druids, rather. We see you get the 3-star Nature's Prophet for free, and that's going to mean a lot of disruption through those backline Treants.
Oh, yeah. Going up against Laser's Summoners, whose Summoners are stronger.
It's a zoo out here, E-Man. I don't know what to tell you.
And it's like, I still don't understand Enthrall AI. I don't know who determines these things.
There's a lot of just very questionable AI decisions that I've been playing this game for well over a year now, and I still don't understand why Crystal Maiden chooses to pick the Frostbite targets that she does. But that's her own prerogative. That's what she wants. That's what she gets. We see a couple people popping up here to level 8. Nox is up there. K is up there. Laser's been up there, I think. And we're going to see some...
We need to adapt.
Up. Incandescent Sky's popping up now, so... It looks like the call is level 2 Troll.
Level 2 Troll is just super strong. It makes everybody better. You don't have damage? I don't care. Does it affect summon units?
Yes, it is all
Other
units.
allies.
Yeah.
Okay. That explains how the Nature's Prophet last round got 10,000 damage. Getting subbed out for the Mag now, though.
Yeah, and plus, all of that backline, all those backline spellcasters are being constantly supplied mana and health via the Mango Tree, and it looks like the Enthrall is not going to be in time.
Ah, devastating.
Oh.
I think the Warlocks are gonna... Oh, I spoke too soon. That Magnus is a chunk.
Yeah, that's like 7.3k damage, but it is unfortunately not enough. That we see the
Mangoes.
The Mangoes from Shadow Fiend. Come on, dude. There's 2 more. You want them? That ends the reign of Incandescent, and that round we actually bid goodbye to Alicia Bot. Maybe next time. Gives the good game. Always a stickler for sportsmanship.
My time is
Here's my question.
Kay's actually dropping dangerously low. You can go. Oh, what's your question?
I was about to say, what's going on with Kay?
Do you want to have a look?
Yeah, no, let's pop on over and check to see. We got a Stonehall Pike here on this Magnus with 5 kills. No real other suitable grabs for that. Maybe the Lycan, but you really want him living longer, so I like the Silver Edge pickup on that. Is going to face Digitam's Ghost here. Not exactly the most ideal situation.
Look at all those 3-stars from Digitams.
That's a lot. This is that classic low-roll hunter strat we're seeing here with Bug.
Yes. Is it going to pay off, though?
Yeah.
I mean, this Lycan is just charging in.
But is not long for this world. Gets a good grab with that Dazzle. The Golem comes down. Is not enough. Takes 1 or 2 out in the back line. Yeah, Digitams' Ghost taking a big chunk out of K, and now K is dropping dangerously low.
Well, here's the question: when do you start liquidating your assets? The addition of the Tidehunter is going to be rather large. Finishes out some scaled. It's kind of important in a lobby against these 2 mages.
Oh yeah, we did have a couple mage comps crop up. We have a couple of different philosophies on that. We see one, we got some Spirit, we got some Brute, and the other one went very deep into Mage, and is actually still supporting that Primordials. Has a, let's see, who's their 3rd Primordial? Has a 2-star Tiny in there as well. I believe that's Nox. Yeah, it's Nox.
What type of damage is Midnight Pulse in this game?
Midnight Pulse is pure damage.
Okay. I saw the 2-star Enigma in that Mage comp and started to salivate.
Yeah, no, what you really want is you want Refresher Orb on that Enigma, and ooh, K is just keeping it competitive against Incandescent Sky. We've got the King versus the Pauper here, and actually this is pretty close.
Indeed. This the recent addition to this 2-star Shadow Shaman was huge. These wards with the troll bonus, like, you cannot underestimate that damage output.
That is a ton of damage. Incandescent Sky had a Troll Warlord there, and it is just straight up not enough. K's going to take this one home.
Yes, indeedy. Another thing about trolls, the units are just so good. You don't really regret having any troll, except the Bat Rider kind of falls off later, but it's okay.
Yeah, Bat Rider is usually the first one to the scrap heap to replace with Troll Warlord in late game. And as we enter our next item round here, I gotta say that I love and adore the triumvirate of Necrophos, Dazzle, and Witch Doctor.
Yes.
They
synergize so well, and they're just good, solid units.
Gives you an in for Heartless. He gives you 1 level of Healer. Gives you 1 level of Warlock. It's constant healing, just straight up, and then like you get all your Warlock healing. It is such a good option for late game.
Incredible. I also do want to shout out Refresher Orb.
Oh,
4 of the remaining 7 went freshy. I mean, chances are you're gonna have somebody that goes well with that item, right?
You got spells, and what if spells again? As we watch K come in here against Digitams, he's got the 3-level advantage on him, and all of those snakes. Oh my god, just making such short work out of these 3-star units. Snakes alive. Oh my god.
Can I get revenge? Oh, gets a mediocre RP at best. You know, K is starting to reach kind of a power spike.
Yeah, K is definitely enjoying an upswing in effectiveness. Now has 4 summoners out on the board with the Trolls, with the Savage, with the Healer. But I gotta ask, what's going on with Glob?
Yes, Glob and, what is it, Carabas?
Yeah, Carabas.
Are kind of getting a little low.
Yeah, Glob in particular hits that 2-star Train Protector, gonna sub them in, has 3 out of 4 Druids, and we see 4 summoners. Is this our second? Well, if we're not counting Alicia Bot, we got 2 people in this lobby going for full summoners, and it's a pretty spicy strat.
I'm looking at the scoreboard, and I see 3 out of the bottom 4 are going kind of heavy into summoners.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in between rounds there, Digitams hit that 3-star Drought for their 5th 3-star unit this game.
Yep, nothing but quality. Quality over quantity.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, the results, I don't know. Let's call them middling for now, as Glob is up against K here. We see the Refresher Snakes just coming in so strong, just like we were saying.
Too much.
Refresher Snakes over Refresher Bear, and Glob is looking bad, but Carabas is like, it's almost like a race to the bottom here for 2 Cyrillic players.
Who do you want to watch?
Let's see. Carabas is going for a Spirit build. That could be spicy. We could see some good Delta Sleems, or we could see the Delta Sleems that I was getting this morning. So I dropped 100 rank points with 2 6-star or 6th place finishes.
Let's go. I like the Leg Breakers Fedora on the Coddle.
That's spicy. And the Stone Hall Pike on the 16 Hill Crystal Maiden, which honestly, I've seen worse calls. All right,
I mean, sometimes you get the items. Oh man, and not even a Brute Alliance with the Leg Breakers Fedora.
yeah, that is an absolutely devastating static storm. The Coddle comes out. That
Okay,
was
a decent slam.
Yeah.
The blast and slam, but the spirits are too low afterwards.
So Mage on Mage
And-
violence. We're going to bid goodbye to Carabas. Takes that 7th place finish, and that is not a great start to the
Glob
day.
follows shortly after.
Yeah, Incandescent Sky streaking again, takes out Glob, and it is a smaller lobby, just like that.
And Kay receives a haymaker from winning streak down to 10 life in a tough loss to Laser.
Ooh, man, yeah, that is brutal. Let's pop over to Kay and see if they can rebound from that. Still rocking the Force Summoner, 1 level of healer. Still.
And has some good draws. That's an important part. Ooh.
Oh wow! Actually goes okay. Makes some lineup changes here. Opts for the second level of warrior, or rather second level of troll, 1 level of warrior. Has some scaled in there. Got a Medusa with Desolator. Okay, that's pretty spicy.
The Stonehall Pike is on nobody.
All right, that might have been a bit of a mistake, a small misplay from Kay. Kind of really want that. Gets Digitams.
And going up against Digitams.
Oh, that could be rough. Gets both sets of snakes down and a good stone gaze, but it gets enthralled. Oh man, that's devastating. We could be saying goodbye to Kay here. That is a lot of 3-star damage, and hangs on with 1 health. That's a yo from me, dog. Oh, Digitams with the bad manners. With the
also
sword spray.
From Digitams, the Hunter's Antlers on the Shadow Demon.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
I can dig that. As we go on to our item round, we see a lot of tier 4 items, and we see our first taste of these tier 5s. Oh, man.
Cadence Blade Medusa. This
Blade
could
Medusa.
be a savior.
Yeah, this could whip stuff around, and yeah, I would agree with chat. Digitams is very jacked. If we pop over to the scoreboard here, yeah, we got like 5 3-star units with
absolutely set. With 2 Crown of Antlers. It's a problem over there.
That's gross. Actually hits the second level of Hunter. That's so much DPS.
It's insane. No Medusa yet because of the low level, but snatching up that Marana is huge.
Kay makes a big play here right before the round kicks off. Hits the second level of Tidehunter and actually puts the refresher orb on him or takes it off of the Shadow Shaman.
What a toss!
Oh my god! That toss was absolutely brutal. Takes Tidehunter out of the front line, ravages 1 person, and then goes on to just ravage an Eidolon, but it looks like it
doesn't matter though. Wow.
That was an excellent mitigating friendly fire from from Nox, and it was just a ghost fight. But man, that is not what you want to see out of your 2-star Tidehunter, man. That was rough.
My god. Also, a couple more people in the danger zone. Laser and Nox dropping low. Well, in a 5-person lobby, we're gonna start getting that. Laser hitting a clutch 2-star Necro though. That's good for stabilization.
Yeah, just popping over to Laser real quick. We'll go back to Kay, and Nox hits a 3-star Tiny. Okay, whatever.
Pretty
That's
important.
cool.
Yeah.
Laser is our Knight player. Has that 4-4-4-4 up, 4 Trolls, 4 Healers, 4 Warlocks, 4 Knights. Has that good stable comp. Has a Ogre cap on Sven.
And healing in Essex. Are we hopping back to Kay?
Yes, we are hopping back to Kay as they go up once again against Incandescent Sky. See if the summoners can out-summon the big troll comp here.
A better Ravage this time.
Yeah, way better here. Kay actually has that Mask of Madness now on the Troll Warlord.
Huge doom on the Shadow Shaman.
Oh, yeah, doesn't get his wards down. The Golem drops, and Laser
Laser is knocked out in 5th place, and Kay will be soon to follow in 4th.
Yeah, if you're Kay, it was looking rough for a while, but that's actually probably best case scenario. You want to, crawling into 4th place on a timestamp victory over Laser doesn't feel great, but it could feel way, way worse.
The final 3. Incandescent picking up the newly relinquished Shadow Shaman and Necrophos.
It's just like, you had some pretty good units. Allow me to just kind of scoop them up. They're out of work. Let's check in on Nox. We got...
Let's get richer.
3 very different comps with, I would say, 3 very different philosophies going on, even when it comes to, leveling.
Yes, and some excellent rolling opportunities for Nox if they live. Let's watch, Nox and Incandescence.
Yes, oh yeah. So now that we're down to the final 3, we're always going to be watching that human-on-human violence. Is that a refresher? Doom gets the first one out. Could not get the second one, and that is the pain of putting refresher orb on your demons. You're going to get that first one out, but getting that second one, you have to live through the silence period. See an excellent mitigating friendly fire, and this is looking like a win for Nox.
Yes, indeed. Hanging in there. With some good stuff. That Storm Spirit doing absolute work.
Yeah, 7k damage along there with Shadow Fiend's 6.8k, and we're seeing this deep mage warlock build out of Nox here.
I like it. Digitams is just absolutely yoked, though.
Yeah, Digitams has been full steam ahead ever since they got their 5th 3-star unit. It's popping over there real quick. 5th 3-star unit. It's like level 2 Hunter, Mask of Madness on Drow. It's rough. It is a rough time for anyone facing Digitams, and they will be against
Digitams and Nox.
Nox gets the ghost through here. I'm going to be watching things from Digitam's perspective. That Tiny gets one toss up and just instantly dies.
It was a good toss, though. Stuns some of the backliners. Ooh!
Oh, that is
I did not think the Lich got the Chain Frost off, and they are gone.
Yep, those mages could not overcome the overwhelming physical DPS of Digitams, and Nox goes home in 3rd.
Indeed. And this is where it gets spicy, right? You get to customize your boards for one person. You don't have to play a lobby. You're just playing an opponent.
Oh man, it gets we get item round here too. We get all those good tier 5 items. We get a tombstone for Digitams, but what does Incandescent pick? I don't think they've picked yet. Gets the
Refresher.
Okay, so let's take a look at Incandescent's board real quick. Puts that refresher orb on the bear.
Interesting. I'm not the biggest fan of Doom, especially because there's not a ton of front line, so he's not going to have a lot of time to wait out his Demon Silence.
Yeah, and we also see a Horn of the Alpha on Dazzle for that extra summoner bonus. You got the summoner bonus from the level 2 Lone Druid and the Shadow Shaman. And a lot of health from these last two competitors, too. They had a pretty dominant showing in this lobby, so we should get some really good rounds. We'll see how this matchup evolves.
I love this Pudge positioning. And both bears are out. Level 3 bears on the field. Wow, but they melt.
Yeah, they get focused down and enthrall on one of them. The mango tree goes down. It's falling pretty quickly to this Horn of the Alpha.
Wow. This Weaver's pissed.
This Weaver is wiling out right now.
Furious.
The enthrall was huge. Did tons of damage. That's 11,000 damage from that Anesix. Hello?
Yeah, and because the Weaver inherits the level 2 Hunter, with that demon bonus, you are absolutely destroying people.
Yeah, that low cooldown, you get the mana burn, you get the demon bonus, you get Sakuchi for the mobility. It's just, it's so much.
Snatches up a 2-star Abaddon, going into round 30 here. This Pudge positioning, I want to talk about that a little bit.
Absolutely.
It allows the Pudge to move up a couple squares, hook an enemy into the tombstone. You know, keep your friends closer, but your enemies closer.
Yeah, you get that free zombie. Could be a good high-value target if you're hooking somebody from the back lines. And we're going to go in here against the round 30. First Doom out. Does not live to get the second Doom. Marana's a good choice.
And Doom will not.
Has a big snipe on the enemy Anesix there. Incandescent Sky rolling without their Underlord, and it looks like they're about to be swallowed up.
This was a devastating one. Takes a haymaker of 18.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Digitam's lineup, hits level 2 of Heartless now, has full Vigilant.
Oof.
Has some bugs, has some Night. It's just like everything you could want. Hits that 2-star Marana. It's like, is there anything that Incandescent...
I don't know, man.
Like, this is such a bad spot. So I gotta... the double Dooms haven't been working out, but I gotta say, I'd probably put that Refresher Orb on Shadow Shaman instead of the Dazzle. I'm not a Lord of the White Spire, so I don't know the pro strats.
It's hard. You might actually consider it on the Pudge. If you had a 2-star Pudge, like, hooking those people out of the backlines is huge, because they are absolute damage factories.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't get one hook.
Yeah. It's a good Doom on the Wind Ranger.
Yep.
The first heal goes out from Dazzle, second heal goes out, and does some pretty decent damage. This is a better showing from Incandescent Sky, but ultimately I don't think it's going to change much.
It's just so tough. That damage battery in the back is ridiculous.
And
that is a 21-point game ender.
That is rough. So congratulations to Digitams for taking our first lobby. See in chat, Gare is saying, I'll gift subs if Digitams loses. That's how sure our admins were in this build. It seems like this low roll, uh, low level strat was prevalent, and it worked out
Uncontested
here.
hunters, right? You have 4 people in this lobby with the Summoner Alliance. You have 3 people in druids, a couple mages. I mean, you have uncontested hunters. It's so tasty.
Uncontested hunters is one of my favorite things to see. And when I'm trying to rank up, I'm trying to hit Lord again by right before the rank reset, and when I get uncontested hunters, it's a good time. No terror blades though. A unit that I really like
Oh yeah,
when I run my hunters. That can become a win condition if you can get him up to 3-star. But again, you don't want to.
especially with Enthrall and Essex.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, just more demons, more damage, and that's all she wrote. So that's it for Group A. We're going to take a small break here while we get our lobbies together for round 2. I'm Dr. Hackle, and co-casting with me here is Snowplows, and we will catch you in a few.
See you around.
Welcome back, everybody, for some Group A action here on UPL Season 9, final week, Week 4. I'm here. I'm Dr. Heckle. I'll be your host this week. Wish the best for Jester. Couldn't make it to this week, but instead, I still have my wonderful co-caster here, Snowplows.
Ahoy! Yes, this is my first time doing something like this, but it is thrilling. I mean, I can't help but get caught up in the excitement.
Yeah, it is a good time. We've seen some really, really good Underlords play here for the first match of the week. We're going to be going into our second match shortly. 55 after the hour is the call from our admins to start. So we got a couple of minutes here. I believe the lobby code is distributed, so I will join that.
D&D.
And it looks like
I think we got a full lobby here.
Yeah, we got a full lobby. We see some familiar faces here in Group A. Lustrial Headers, a popular streamer. See, Digitams is back after that victory. Tath G, Linux Advocate, who I believe is crap, I know her name, but it's not coming to me right now. Lokiju also coming in, and I believe our scoreboard has updated, so let's take a look at that over on the Dota Underlord or the UPL website. Digitams is up here. Lafania is Linux Advocate. Ooh. So yeah, we got them. We got Ralphate. Again, we got a lot of familiar names here. Slonanok Dendi made it to Group B. Incandescent Sky fell to Group B2. Lorkoshny also up there. Paparazza, Orbitix. Yeah, these are all familiar names looking to get those last few couple of league points here in Week 4, Season 9.
Yep, for sure. I mean, they're just trying to make their mark. You want to finish strong. You want to have that momentum going into the end. You never want to go into a playoff game thinking, man, last week sucked.
Yep. Switch to spectator mode.
Ah, that's a great idea. No, I'm hopping in this lobby.
He's taking
taking over.
Yep. This is the this is a Klein Bros lobby now.
It's my coming out party here.
All right, I believe we're all ready to rock. So.
Indeed. I just remember, like, shortly after I became Lord, I was just pubbing, and I see Orbitix in one of my lobbies, and I'm like, oh man, I'm not ready for this.
Yeah, it's like, well, welcome to the big times. I've been seeing this guy, Jarakol, the Troll Warlord's name. He's part of that Uga group that 1437 was part of.
Okay.
So yeah, it's getting to those upper reaches.
Some players in the house.
Yep. And speaking of players, I got the all clear to start. So let's get this party started.
Woo! All right, let's check these initial flops.
We're seeing the loading screen here. We got Luster, we got Ralphate. We've got the right overlay this time. We're in the right scene, and here we are. Oh, okay. Wow. Right off the bat, we got Linux Advocate, also known as Lafania, dropping that 2-star Nyx. We'll see how things fill out here. What do you think about the early 2-star decision?
Go for it. Round 1 isn't terribly important. If you flop 3 of one kind, pretty much always take it. I mean, it's just you can build around it. You can insert it into another early game build just as a good thing.
Yeah, we saw the strength of that 2-star Razor last match, and it really paid off. So we're going to be following.
Who are you watching?
Watching Lafania, aka Linux Advocate, here with that 2-star Nyx, and this is really the kind of pitfalls of going for those early 2-star units. If you don't have a full one-cost offerings, you end up a unit down, and in these little mini engagements, doesn't always pay off to go 2-on-3.
Yeah, especially if you have a Bloodseeker. I mean, a synergyless Bloodseeker is not a great recipe for success.
Actually,
although, offered a Bloodbound cap.
Yeah, sells the Bloodseeker, picks up the LC, but ends up taking the Chainmail.
Yeah, it's a good call. I think that's better.
Yep. No, so we see these items coming out. We see some old favorites, Chainmail. A couple haven't put their items on their units. But
when you think about it, like, Chainmail is 7 armor, Warrior Alliance is 9 armor, right? Not very different.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like getting that alliance for free on one unit. If you put it on a warrior and they just get warrior bonus, that's like they just don't take damage early on. Yep, so we're going to stick with Fanya here for a bit. We've got that double Nyx Assassin now, the big 2-star one with the...
Tough Demonic Purge.
Yeah. If we're talking about targeting AI, it always seems that Shadow Demon hits the one with the lowest health on the board that's currently being focused, and that Drow Ranger just never stood a chance, did she? Poor
The
girl.
double.
Hate to see it, truly do.
Especially, like, the her opponent had Vigilant against double Nyx Assassin. That's not your favorite.
Yeah, that's the bait. That's the trap, and that's such a strong counter to that early Vigilant damage. It's like, all right, yeah, come on, hit me. Give me all you got. You want that bonus damage? It's yours. Take it.
Mm-hmm. No bugs early on. Actually, very few alliances in general. Oh, well, one person went bugs.
Yeah, we see one bug, one person going bug. We got an early Bloodbound from Digitams, and of course, my favorite thing, open forting. This makes for some riveting stuff. Let's pop over to Headers, who jumped up to level 4 here, and looks like they're having a pretty decent time with this early Bristleback.
Yes, Bristleback is just an insane early unit. So much health, really good damage, and it's anti-bug. It's just an all-around powerhouse in the early game.
Yeah, I mean, you look at this base damage. It's 115 for some reason. Balanced out by his kind of middling attack rate, but like compared to the Slardar standing right next to him, the DPS is slightly less, but you know, you throw a Glove of Haste on him, or you get a Bloodlust, and it can really turn into a problem.
The same base health as a 2-star Weaver. Oh, well, the Bristleback is gone.
Well, it was good. It's nice hanging out with you, but looks like we got the early buildings of a troll here from Header's comp as they go up against Digitams. Two Streakers going up against each other, and it's full Bloodbound versus 4. It's a 3-on-4.
Okay. Here we go. We're gambling.
They go up. All right.
Boom.
2.
Boom.
That's a big heal.
That's a huge heal.
But that's a big heal right back. It's a 1-star Bloodseeker versus the 2-star Weaver, and it's just not going to be enough.
It was close.
That was close. I'm Digitams. I'm sweating over that win. It's 3k damage? Hello?
If you're Digitams, you don't mind. I mean, like, get that early reroll, especially if you're going for Bloodbound.
That's
and
true.
they have a lot of good rolls. They have a ton of pairs.
That's a good point. We hit our item rounds here. 2 Stonehall items passed up by Headers.
Right.
Passes up the Pike and the Cloak. All right.
Ooh, Digitam's got the cloak for the Bloodseeker.
Ooh, baby. Okay, let's pop over to him and just check out real quick. 4 kills on the one Bloodseeker, 2 kills on the other. Those get merged when that gets upgraded to a 2-star. Doesn't find it this round. Has a Warlock on the bench. You think Digitams is going to commit hard here? Go for that low roll 3-star Warlock build?
To be honest, ill-advised. I mean, you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, does finish up that 2-star Warlock. Gets an
but look at this. The Bloodbound. It's too tempting.
Get some taunt chat going on here from Taft G. Looks like that was a huge frostbite.
Bam.
That's it. Digitams takes it home.
Headers is also streaking. Headers and Linux Advocate. They both have pretty strong early game comps.
Yeah, early troll, particularly with Dazzle. Lots of, I mean, you're pretty much guaranteed to heal everybody on the board with your Shadow Wave. I believe that the bounce range is the whole board, if memory serves.
3 cells apart.
Okay, so practically the whole board.
Pretty big.
Yeah. Yeah, you only miss like people on the very outer ring with that, and like it changes from target to target. So we'll stick with Headers for now. Let's pop in real quick.
Spice alert for Lustrial, 2-star LC.
Ooh, oh, very nice. 2-star LC with the Demon from the Chaos Knight. Okay.
The 2 streakers. Headers versus Linux.
Nice. I like this. Linux Advocate jumped up to level 4 right there at the end. So we got some 4-on-4 action. Early Bug Hunters versus Headers Early Trolls with that 2-star Weaver. Is it enough? It's not looking likely. Gets pecked down.
That Desolator's like paying huge dividends, especially with the early Heartless.
For sure. And just popping over real quick and checking out Linux Advocate's board. We see that, you know, our good early units, our Nyx, our Bugs, our Shadow Demon, early Vigilant, 2-star Drow Ranger.
Very healthy. Great early alliances, great economically.
Yeah, both.
Fortune's
They hit
blowing in
30.
our favor
Digitams hit
today.
30. Headers up at 30. Or Digitams is around 30. But looking at Linux Advocate's bench, do you think that they're going to sit and chew? Because I see some summoners, some druid, but also some like hunters.
Yeah, could go hunters. Careful going for that Beastmaster. There is Zet, the Arc Warden, going for the Brawny.
Oh, wow. When I try to log in, sometimes it tells my client tells me that I'm not Arc Warden because I'm sometimes logged in on my phone. But yeah, we do have some spiciness going down there with that Bristleback pickup with the Stonehall Pike and that Beastmaster 3 Brawny, and it looks like they're staying at 4. We have a couple people popping up to 5 here. Let's check in with Digitams again. Looks like the full Bloodbound comp is large and in charge.
And more stars since the last time we checked in for sure.
Correct. We got the 2-star Warlock, we got the 2-star Bloodseeker, we got the 2-star Ogre Magi. I mean, all the Bloodbound friends are coming up here. Like, oh, all these Bloodlusts. This is blood everywhere. It's like I'm playing Blazeball.
It's too much blood. Shout out to Blazeball.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you're looking for some good content, Blazeball is coming back this week. I'm very excited for that to come back. I'm a Phillies Pies stan from day 1 or season 2, whichever. It's a good time.
I love it.
I heard it described to me as what is it? Something meets Dwarf Fortress. And I can't remember the first part of that. I heard that on Waypoint this week, but a couple people streaking now in the lobby.
Indeed. Lustriel going for some insane overflow.
Yeah, Lustriel has a couple units on their board. It's like a freestyle map out here. Can they sell it all out?
It's interesting to note, Headers is on mobile, right?
Oh wow, yeah, that's true.
That's brave.
Truly. There's a lot of techniques and things that are way easier to do on PC versus doing them on mobile. Overflowing being one of them. That's when you put all your, you buy up a bunch of units, put them on the board, and you sort of make some decisions as that goes on. Watching Lustriel now, it's probably going to be an early victory for their Legion commander. And it looks like Zet might have some competition for these Brawnies.
Indeed. That's bad news for both people.
Yeah, that could be quite terrible, actually.
Well, Zet's also going, it appears, for some Warlock shenanigans.
Okay.
It doesn't fit right now, but I guess the Warlocks will come in handy once you have access to a Disruptor.
Yeah, sure. And you see this a lot, not both, but we got 3 NOs. 3 NOs, 3 Nessuses, 1 Jewel, and 1 Friendly Fire Hobkin.
I'm going to be very honest and upfront. I think NO is not good.
Okay. I think NO has their place. And I think NO actually works quite well with these Brawny comps.
Okay.
The constant...
I guess they're alive for a while.
Yeah, the healing in particular, because until you get your Disruptor and your second Warlock, they're just big health buckets, and constantly filling them up is, quite good, particularly for these Bristlebacks.
I feel. The crowd control's good. You also
You
can't underestimate the healing negation. I mean, we don't see anybody going healers here, but last lobby, that would have been terrific.
Absolutely. I was about to suggest popping over to Digitams because they were streaking, but that streak gets put to an end as our lone streaker left is actually Linux Advocate.
Who pumped up to 7, an early level 7.
Wow. Yeah, we see the aggressive economic strategies coming out from them. We see some
Pays off.
Yeah, we see some interesting alliances coming out too. We see 1 level of Hunter, 1 level of Vigilant, and 1 level of Druid.
They think they can win with that.
I mean, why not? If you don't have a lot of good rolls in other places, you got 2 Druids lying around. 1 star or 2 stars are better than 1.
That's true. That's a good point. And maintaining that high level with high rank counts from your units is a recipe for success.
Indeed. And also gets rewarded. Early level 7, early Morana. Morana's just insane.
Morana is an extremely good hunter unit. I mean, that's a second arrow there. And even though they're at 1 star, they're, 4th here on the damage charts. Above Magnus, above Pudge. Jewel actually doing a ton of damage that round. It's pretty wild.
That happens. I mean, Barrels of Fun is an activator. If you don't have access to Let's Go Crazy, Barrels is a decent alternative.
I think Barrels is probably the worst Underlords ability in the game.
Really?
Yeah, I really don't like it. It's kind of like a hit or miss, like literally. It has all of the non-determinism of friendly fire with a modicum of the impact. From my experience, Linux Advocate clearly making it work here. They're going to go up against Lokiju here. Lokiju opting for that.
Ooh,
I don't know if this is a proper low roll or like a low-level reroll strat, because we do see the barrier hunters. They are still at level 6, but they appear to be, you know, kind of two minds here with your classic sort of like early hunter strat.
Yeah, I think they got a little lucky because I don't know if it was last round or the round before that they hit 2-star hunters.
Okay.
Which is like pretty lucky at level 6.
Yeah,
right? They found a Drow and a Wind Ranger, I believe.
Yeah, in this lobby too, we were talking about our last Group A had uncontested hunters, and this maybe a little more contested.
I see 3 people with Hunter, Vigilant, Heartless. So
yeah, that's
like you can't quite low roll with that. That's where part of the flexibility with Underlords builds goes. If you kind of soft commit to something, you want to know when you can roll down or when you want to kind of leapfrog other people to get the higher tiered stuff.
Right. And that's why when I'm playing in my pubs and I see somebody going for those low hunter strats, I immediately commit to an aggressive leveling up strat.
Not bad. Look at Digitams, still level 4. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Yeah, that's true. We see the Restool Circlet, a huge drop on that on that Ogre Mage Eye. It actually makes Ogre Mage Eye quite the unit.
Absolute beast.
And speaking of low rolls, gonna go up against Zet here. Got that Brawny versus that Demon. These two, very prominent low rolling strats, and it looks like Zet's gonna kind of muscle their way through this in the absence of that 3-star Warlock.
All right, 1 Warlock away from 3 stars, by the way.
Oh yeah, hold on. I'm seeing. Oh yep, correct. Oh,
okay, no Warlocks away from 3 stars. This is about to get silly.
Yep.
I mean, with the Legion there, already has a Shadow Fiend, has
Levels
the
up.
Chaos Knights building up, 6 Chaos Knights. Oh, put him up there.
And
Put
the
him up.
Legion.
Put him up.
Yeah, wow, it's about to get very silly for Digitams, and they fell to Zet, and Zet is, still trying to make these Brawnies work. If we pop over to their board real quick,
Just grabbed a Jug, 2-star Jug.
Okay, not gonna put it in though. Gonna opt for a 1-star Disruptor instead for the Warlock bonus.
It completes the alliance, but you don't have any 3 stars to really take advantage of that yet.
That was an extremely money Static Storm though. Good lord.
Yeah, okay. Ooh, Shadow Fiends gets in there.
This Eno is spreading their poison insidiously, sort of chipping down here. Gets his first hop, but it's going to be the death of Julius Caesar there after that Shadow Fiend gets enthralled. Zed takes a big smack to knock him down to 29 health.
Yes. How do you remedy this? How do you fix this? The Stonehall Pike is not working on the Snapfire.
That is a poor choice for that, but I mean, I don't know why you don't put that on your Beastmaster. That's what I would probably do, even though it's important for Beastmaster to live. Opts for the Stonehall Cloak on the Beastmaster, puts the Silver Edge on the Bristle, the 1-star Bristleback. Instead, no health items on the Viper, even though you're rocking that Dragon synergy.
Huge pair.
Okay, yeah, that is a pretty significant pairing.
Ooh.
Another huge pair. Okay, you ask about how you remedy that? That's how you remedy that. You just get items.
Yep.
Just get more units.
Also taking some economic damage here. I mean, desperation setting in, right? You're at 29. The next person up is at 58. So you're going to have to start doing some work here, winning some rounds.
Yeah, you don't want a Crumbleina. And it looks like it is paying off almost instantly for Zed, as they are just going to dismantle Lustriel.
The 2 Brawnies, they're cannibalizing each other, so they might as well fight.
Yeah, that's fair. These Enos are just zipping around. Just kind of doing
great.
their own thing.
Reminds me of the patch where Eno was introduced, and there was just 8 Eno lobbies.
Oh yeah, that was good times. I remember there was a week of UPL. I think I popped on and literally everybody just chose Eno and it was just Eno all the time. And just all out attack used to just take everybody off the battlefield and just vomit them back on random positions. Like what a silly Underlord, huh? Initially,
Incredible.
you know it sucks to see because somebody definitely programmed that animation, programmed where all those units were supposed to end up, and
Yep.
that is
We could
not.
still see something like that. I mean, that could be used later for somebody. I don't know what Dota hero does that. How that could be analogous, but
Yeah, sure,
and
sure.
Zet has completely rolled down to 1 goal to hit 7. Introduces the Juggernaut to the fray.
Yeah, I could only imagine the despair in Zet's eyes as they saw Lustriel get that 3-star Beastmaster too. The double brawny lobbies, you hate to see it. The Yoink Eno actually took the Stonehall cloak off of somebody from Digitam's board, and it's looking close, but I think Digitams is gonna bring this one home. Though it gets kind of a money static field there at the end.
Yep. Warlock got the Shadow Word off right before the static.
Ooh,
Ah.
yeah. And
Tough to
actually, just popping over to Digitams real quick, who has rolled down, has
Ooh.
actually put the Restore Circlet off of the Ogre Magi and onto the Warlock.
I agree. I mean, with how low that cooldown is and how much healing you can pump out, that's just a good call. Oh, switching over to the Midas on Warlock.
Okay. Yeah, Midas
Oh,
on...
never mind. I'm playing kind of musical items here.
Yeah, just swapping rapidly back and forth. Stonehall Cloak now on that Ogre Magi with 5 kills. We're going to pop back to Zet here. And actually, Digitams fell pretty far in this lobby, down to 7th. It is a pretty tight lobby with just everybody kind of beating up on Zet. And they're going to go up against Taft G, which I believe is the lobby's only mage player.
Oh, you love to see it. As a mage player, you love to see it.
Yep, and that's
You don't love to see that
probably
static storm, though. Oh,
Yeah.
Morphling, please.
just goes, dives face first into that Requiem of Souls and just eats it. Here
Doesn't
comes
matter, though.
Here comes the friendly fire to clean things up. It is actually pretty close.
It's close.
That poison is working its thing, but I think that Crystal Maiden's going to act the hero here.
I think we have a draw.
No, I think...
No. Oh.
Yeah, Taft G takes it and does 1
Oh, with
damage.
the little Eidolon.
Yeah, the Eidolon survives.
the Eidolons.
I mean, Anesix says it pretty much every single time I play Anesix and I go up against Primordials. So, I mean, I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know why you wouldn't heed that. Puts the...
Oh, Zet. Oh, dear Zet. Oh.
We're not in.
Another dagger to the heart, the 3-star snap on Lustriel.
Yeah, I mean, Zet's found 7 out of 8 snap fires for that 3-star, and I can't feel good.
Well, when you think about it, the odds are in Lustriel's favor. Level 5 versus level 7 on Zet.
That's true, and that is why you stay at low level when you want to re-roll. You take that gamble. That was an extremely money Requiem of Souls out of Zet there into that static field as well. 2 very money Warlock spells from the Warlocks on Zet's team, but a lot of people fall low. Just isn't enough to bring it home. Residual kills from poison. Doesn't get the Bat Rider in time. Down to 11 health. Zet, baby.
Meanwhile, Headers is killing it.
Yeah, Headers is sitting very comfortably at first place, up to level 8 on a big streak now. And what do you think is going right for Headers as we flop over real quick?
Well, Trolls is insane right now. Nobody's going Warrior, which is a decent counter to that. And I love the Splash Lone Druid.
Yeah, I mean, why not, right? You get 1 level of summoners, and, the bear's a good summon, from what I understand.
And the bear synergizes so much with Troll Alliance.
With Trolls, yep. You can, I think, just chain root somebody. I'm not sure how the root cooldown goes, and we got a brawny fight.
Here we go.
Lustriel and Zet. Let's see who does it better. That's a pretty good static storm. But that Beastmaster...
Wild Axes.
Wild Axes just kind of cut Zet in twain.
Oof. Ooh. Holding on with 2 life. All right, Zet. This
Gives
is it. We need something big here.
Lustriel, you gotta stop. That's brutal stuff.
Brutal.
Oh,
Absolutely brutal.
Puts the lull into chat here on Twitch too. Lustriel.
Oh no.
Just you've taken this man's livelihood. Like, you've left the Baron with no recompense, no path to victory here, as long as you're there. And level 9 for headers? Okay.
Yes, the Digitams just beat Headers. Headers upset, goes to level 9.
Yeah, the Rage level up gets that 2-star Slardar, 2-star Disruptor for Zet.
Okay, that's relevant.
I mean, that's just more body on the board. That's a better static storm. It's not wider, but it's, more damage. And I would agree.
I accidentally hit that's hot.
That's fine.
You might want to move that Stonehall cloak to the Viper. I think that would help.
Yes. Perhaps. The Viper with the 8 kills, it's comparable, but I mean, we're going to see a pretty good static storm out here.
Incredible static storm.
From Zed. They unfortunately did get the top of the lobby with Headers, who has a 2-unit or a 2-level advantage. This is going to have to be a pretty good Mortimer's Kiss to salvage this round, and yeah, I don't know. Thanks for playing, Zet. Unfortunately, you ended up being the low crab in the bucket.
It happens. I mean, a split brawny lobby, the other person had really good luck with low rolls. And really good control of the level. I gotta give it to Lustrial with control there.
Yeah, because it can be so tempting to want to level to get your units on the board, particularly as you acquire, more and better units. But keeping yourself low gives yourself better chances for those 3-star units, and it looks like it's paying off. Lustrial sitting there at 3rd gets the mechanism to keep filling up those health buckets from those beefy boys. Let's pop over to Ralphate here, who just got a refresher orb for their bear. So now we've got Nickelodeon's double bear.
Yes. And decent... Oh, Digitams. Just dropped. Okay, this lobby is starting to get a little buff.
Little
Chaos
buff,
Knights...
yeah?
Oh.
Yeah, I think so. I think so, E-Man. That's a 3-star bristleback, and if you read my article on uplesports.com/news, you'd know that I hold that 3-star bristleback in pretty high regard.
Huge fan of the blade mail on that too.
Yeah. Yep. Ralphate's going to be up against the Ghost of Taff G. Again, the lobby's lone mage player. Is that a refresher orb on Shadow Fiend? It is. Gets both Requiems off, but is not enough to punch through. Ralphate's going to take this one. Yep.
And Lokiju dropping to 32.
Yeah, as a big punch over from Lustrial. Lustrial's going to be streaking now, and I don't think I'm going to see that streak stop anytime soon. Let's check out Lokiju. Haven't seen them much this lobby. Looks like a familiar build to me.
Yes, indeed. I mean, this works. One more Hunter, and they become a problem with level 2 Heartless and some Scaled. I mean, Scaled's going to be important. You just saw that 3-star Crystal Maiden coming out from our lone mage player. Going to help out in that matchup.
Yeah, with the refresher Shadow Fiend, that's a lot of magic damage too. A 2-star Enigma, that's a pretty significant amount of health. And almost as a caster's curse, Lokiju gets Headers.
Oh,
yeah,
good Ravage.
Yeah, pretty decent Ravage for a level 1 Tide Hunter. Mirana gets her arrow out, but the Medusa gets her Stone Gaze interrupted, and Headers is just gonna...
Oh my goodness. Too much damage. And the Enthrall didn't come through either on the Dazzle. Very important Enthrall target.
Yeah, and Enthrall is, one of the better Underlords abilities in this game, but I mean, you can always hit that situation where you just don't have the manpower to take down the enthralled unit, and it just is essentially like having no bonus at all, no move at all.
Yeah. Mechanics question.
Sure.
What is the interaction between Medusa and Silver Edge?
The age of an Essex.
I believe she breaks multiple targets with her first hit.
Okay.
That can be spicy if you can get those refresher orb targets.
Right. The little poison orb's not bad either.
Yes, yeah, Orb of Venom is good, so you can poison multiple targets at once. We're going to see Lokiju face off against Link's Advocate here, who's holding pretty strong at the 4 slot.
Hooks the Mirana. That is not what you want.
Not ideal. Enthrall target does come through, gets that Dazzle they couldn't quite get together last round. Is silenced from the other demon, gets the heal out.
Get the heal off. Well, the damage is coming through.
Yep. Could this Drow and Mirana take it home? And no, that arrow is going to finish off Link's Advocate there. And Lokiju actually pumped up to 10. Missed that.
Yep. Ralphate did the same and is down to 9 health.
Yeah, let's actually hop back over to Ralphate here. What has rounded out their
A
comp?
familiar composition.
Yeah, yeah, we see those high-level tier 5 units, or cost 5 units, with the Skull Basher on Medusa, again, just like my pubs.
Yep.
And Mask of Madness Troll, which is extremely strong, subs in a, I think that, yeah, Witch Doctor there to complete Troll 1. And I think this could be pretty powerful. Could be what they need to turn it around. Goes up against Digitam's Demon Army, though. That is rough.
We need some bashes. Bashes are going to be huge here.
I heard one bash.
Okay, here comes the double Requiem. This comp is just so... Ooh, huge crowd control coming through.
Yeah, gets that second one, and actually... Well, actually, Lokitu eats it. We watched the wrong one. Eats it to Digitam's ghost. And Ralphate pushes up their glasses and says, well, actually, I'm not dead yet. And slaps Digitams for 13 damage, a decisive win.
Woo. Like, both people who were in danger of dying faced Digitams.
Yeah, that's a rough roll of the dice there as we enter our round 25 item round. What do we got?
Also, TAFG, we haven't looked at TAFG a lot this round, right? But absolutely strong right now. 2-star Coddle, 3-star CM.
Yeah, 3-star CM can bust the game wide open. Again, if you read my rankings over at uplesports.com/news, you would know that I hold her also in very, very high regard. And Lustriel, actually, after eating their brawny twin in the womb for that 8th place finish on set, Lustriel now in danger. Gets that 3-star Viper. Okay.
Are you watching Lustriel?
Yeah, I'm watching Lustriel for this one. That 3-star Viper is very, very tasty stuff.
That's huge, especially against the mage comp. Not very relevant this time, but that's okay.
Actually, at 3 stars, Viper gets a ton of magic resist and gets additional magic resist from
the
damage.
The damage from Ralphate. Oh, these are two very low health people duking it out.
Yeah, we could see a KO here as Lustriel is falling low to this this troll comp with the Medusa, the Manor, Chain Frost from the Lich too.
Yeah. The Troll Warlord just went to town.
The perma-stun! Oh, and Lustriel dies, and Linux Advocate goes out too. Headers is just dominating this lobby, streaking again, and we say goodbye to 2 more in our lobby as we enter the final 4.
TAFG fell to Digitams as well. Looks like the demons beat the mages.
Wow, yeah, we got some pretty interesting comps here for our final 4. We got Hunter Warrior from Ralphate. Oh, 3-star Chaos Knight, 2-star Medusa.
2-star Medusa.
Out. We see everyone hitting their draws, and ooh, it's getting spicy here for round 2.
Yes. Well, Ralphate is the lone hunter left. A lot of good draws for them now.
Yeah, for sure. And that Medusa with the skull or with the Cadence Blade, that was a huge drop from the item round. It's actually going to do quite well against the low unit count, high health count units here from Digitams.
Great positioning for the Stone Gaze.
Yeah, hit a ton of people, and it looks like Ralphate is giving a very strong showing. Vesture of the Tyrant on that 3-star.
I was about to say, who's the Vesture?
Yeah, keeping Digitams' armies alive, and Ralphate hangs on with 1 health. 1 health snowplows.
Well, here you go. Do or die. You're level 10. You're out of money. Put your faith in the heart of the cards. Just let's see if you can get some rolls. Some good rolls. A Medusa, a Troll,
looks like
a Marana, or a Tide. I mean, 4 pairs, please. Okay.
Yep. Oh my god. Can you believe it?
Ooh.
Hits the Marana. Hits the Troll Warlord. Is going to do a mirror. It's going to mirror their board. Can they get it done in time? They have 7 seconds. They got to get those units into place. They're not playing on mobile. Unlike Headers, who is winning this entire lobby from the a luxurious position of playing on their cell phone.
Get comfy. Why not?
Oh god,
Ralphate draws Headers. Here we go.
Both level 10 players here going to play.
Ooh.
Lich gets their Chain Frost off in time despite the hook. First bear hasn't come out yet. First bear is out. Second bear is out, but the second bear is just chilling there in the corner. We got Tombstone Zombies. We got a Stone Gaze. We got Troll Warlord is going to be the end of Ralphate.
And really, I have to commend the positioning of Headers.
Yeah.
Like, between the Tombstone with the Pudge and the way the Medusa was set up for the Stone Gaze, beautiful stuff.
Yeah, Digitams gets smacked by TAFG's Mage comp here as we enter our final 3. It's looking a little lopsided here. health-wise, but
Huge 3-star Legion with the demon buffs and the warlock. Oh man, I'm excited.
yeah, gets the knight adjacency bonus too, wherever,
Yep.
because of the 3-star CK. That's
Mhm.
gigantic. Gets the healer.
Keep in mind the vesture. I mean, you have vesture warlock, so you gotta factor that in.
And our human-on-human fight is going to be Digitams versus Headers, and if they can get a bite out of Headers, they're going to be in a good position here. Is that 3-star Legion Commander going to do it? Did you see what that Ogre Magi did?
Absolutely brutal stuff. Ooh, takes out one of the Medusas.
Oh, wow. Headers is running 2 Medusa, huh?
Double Medusa. I mean, Stone Gaze is a good ability. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Cast Knight stolen.
Yep, that Thrall goes out. Successful, but that Ogre Magi is saying,
Ogre's
no
pissed.
way.
Ogre's pissed.
Ogre is...
Oh my
gets
god.
one more smack in. It is going to be close.
Battle of the Requiems?
Yep.
And the Vesture's gonna... No need to even use the Vesture.
Doesn't even lose the Shadow Fiend. Proves that Headers is mortal here.
That Ogre is just furious.
Yeah, that Ogre is absolutely carrying Digitams at this point, and it is a one-on-one fight between TAFG and Headers' Ghost. The Coddle is hitting the Tombstone,
Oh no.
and will very sadly lose that fight. Good lord.
-4. That's okay. That's okay this late.
Yeah,
like,
we take those. We take those.
oh.
We enter another item round here.
One of the Alpha for TAFG.
Oh, Bloodthorn is such a devastating late round pickup, and Headers grabs that Moon Shard for Digitams. That's going to be good with these high
Oh my
level
god.
units.
Don't look now. 2 2-star Medusas for Headers. 2 of them.
Is this for real?
And a 2-star Tide. Goodness gracious.
Is this for real?
Goodness me. Can we see a 3-star, please?
A
You guys draw it out,
3-star 5-cost unit?
please.
Do you know the odds of that are poor?
I mean, there are 9 of each,
There's
right?
10 Medusas. There's 10.
Oh, 10. That increases the odds.
Yeah, slightly. As we see Headers take on TAFG for a human-on-human matchup. They both have Tombstones. We see a Mango Tree out for TAFG, and Stone Gaze Part 1 is out. Part 2 with 2 Stone Gazes going out. We have a Bloodthorn activation. We got Snakes. We got Requiems. We got big zombies.
Ooh, they're hanging in there.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh.
That's some important mitigation from the from little raptor dude. What's his name? Oh, and Digitams is knocked out.
Yeah, 26 damage slap from Headers, and
Third place is not bad.
yeah, particularly for that showing that Digitams put up against Headers the previous round. It was looking good there, but I mean, what do we say for the rest of the lobby here? Is this just going to be a free ride out for Headers with the level advantage, with the health advantage, with 2 2-star Medusas?
But they're scaled. I mean, just the alliances match up pretty well right now.
Yeah, I mean that is rough. Yeah, the 1 level of scaled, the 4 level or the 4 trolls, the almost 2nd level of Warlock. Let's see how this plays out. Both sides have 2-star Tide Hunters. The Bloodthorn.
Oh, the Bloodthorn is giant.
Yeah,
that is a difference maker.
Yeah, I think that Lich got erased before they could throw their Chain Frost too. Huge Static Storm coming out.
I think the Cooler Blast was interrupted.
Yeah.
Feeling the important Razor.
Yeah, Tombstone goes down. Mango Tree is down. Friendly Fire is out. Headers is looking good to bring things home here, and TAFG hangs on with 1 health.
And 22 gold. Yeah, I mean, you get kind of lucky there, right? You got to roll it down.
Yeah.
Steward down.
Quite literally, TAFG on a losing streak here, so they're going to enjoy some extra gold. Sitting with 32 gold here, it's probably
not a ton of great rolls, though. Not a ton of great draws.
Yeah, let's see. What does that even get TAFG at this point? They are 32 XP away from level 10. Do you even spend that money to go up here? You got to make the choice now. And yep, the hyper leveling. Oh, they're just short. They're 2 XP short.
There's nothing on the bench either.
Yeah, there's nothing to sell. There would be nothing to put up there anyway. Just disastrous economic sort of shortcomings from TAFG as we go into this round again. The face-off. Yep. Bloodthorn comes out, just can't get those Ravages out early. You know,
no matter. Requiem. I mean, the Shadow Fiend got hooked.
Yep, the Thrall is out, the Bloodthorn is active, and that is going to be it for this lobby. Group A, Headers takes home another first place finish. And they're sitting pretty well for this final week of regular season play here on Season 9 for UPL.
Yeah. Any other lobbies running?
I will check to see with our beloved admins. Go to Group D afterwards. We'll pop out here. Any last things to say here about this match before we leave, outside of the fact that Header's got two-star Medusas like a absolute madman?
Well, a part of that comes from leveling. I mean, in the final 3, Digitams was level 7, no threat to encroach on any tier 5s. Also, I didn't talk about TAFG a lot, but like absolute good read of the lobby, seeing there's no mages, going hard into that, and a really strong showing from them.
Yeah, I mean, that scaled certainly helped things there in that one-on-one situation with the mage. I am unable to pop into Group B. Oh, that's because it's finished. Group D is still going on. That's in round 28. Let's take a look here. And we're down to Max. And, oh, hey, I know this guy. Remember Kay from our first match of the day? They're
How
going
about that?
late. They're here. They're level 10. They pick up the Bloodthorn. They got some trolls going.
And how can I access this wonderful lobby?
I think you can just spectate me, right?
Ah, wonderful. Oh.
K goes up to their fourth
I do not
group.
think I can.
Okay. Okay. I guess just cast off the stream. That's what I do when Jester.
Can do.
There's very little latency. Anyway, so we're going to see a demon comp from Max go up against a brute comp. Brute trolls with 1 level of undead. Some very interesting stuff going on here.
That's spicy. I'm kind of down.
Yeah, this Legion
Tell me there's a
Commander's
life stealer.
doing mad damage, and actually this axe is kind of popping off. The enthralled life stealer. Axe with another chop gets the warlock. Excuse me.
Ooh.
K actually swallows Max up alive for 15 damage.
Off with their head.
Takes that first slot. We see these the rapid leveling. You know, we got Medusa here with the Bloodthorn. We got a 2-star Troll Warlord with Mask of Madness. We got the Shiva's Tree. We got Blade Mail Pudge, who just got sold for the 2-star Necrophos. That's a 2-star axe. I got a new candidate for that Blade Mail if you're looking for one. Yeah, 6k health.
Yes, exactly.
That
So
is
so tanky and like a lot of like more damage from spins. You just love to see it. And you want your axe to last to the end when people have low health, so you can just chop, chop, chop.
Right, absolutely. We see a refresher up here on Doom. We see a pretty good static storm out of Disruptor there. Dual win from the Legion Commander. The Chaos Knight falling low. The Legion Commander gets doomed. We see the snakes out. We see the all-out attack. That Warlock never stood a chance, and it's chopping time. Welcome to the chopping ball. Oh. Axe goes for that third chop, doesn't get it, but another haymaker from K brings Max lower, 24 health down. Max is now grasping at straws here. What can they do to turn this around?
Well, do what you can. Kind of analyze the positioning. See what you can do with positioning. This late in the game, it's going to be hard if you're praying for a good roll, right?
I like this very brave Omni Knight standing victoriously at the field of battle. Just there for the night bonus, for the healing bonus. Actually, Max with the late game unit switches around, spreads out.
Yep.
We'll see how this plays out. We're going to go into this through K's point of view, hoping to avoid some stone gazes. Omni Knight never stood a chance, gets bloodthorned and murdered. Pretty
At
good
this point,
static
he's
storm.
an alliance, dude.
Legion Commander is pissed. She's sick of losing. She's chopping through. The all-out attack comes out, but it is not enough. That NO gets slapped, and suddenly it's a game again. K gets his health halved by 16 damage.
Oh my god.
And that's the importance of positioning,
there
right?
you go. Exactly. You tinker with positioning a little bit. If you're getting killed by a certain hero or a certain item, try to just neutralize their effectiveness. Do what you can. I mean, little percentages in this game is what you're in control of. Maximize that.
And, like, you know, you look at things like Legion Commander didn't get doomed. That Chaos Knight's allowed to do their thing. Bloodbound, Restool, Ogre Magi is allowed to get out there and just slap it. That Ogre Magi has 65 kills. I'd like to point that out.
Okay.
Or spoilers, they get 2 kills this match, I guess. Quick duel on the tree.
I love the
Tree
little,
goes down. Legion Commander is getting a ton of health back from those Requiems of Souls. 3 go out. It's not enough to keep Legion Commander alive. The enthralled axe is getting beat up, gets killed not. Thrall the Eno goes down, the Chaos Knight with the stun.
We are chosen for
Big
greatness.
cask out from Witch Doctor. It's not enough. Max
I mean,
takes
Witch
it again.
Doctor scales really well, right?
Yeah, particularly against this sort of low unit composition here from Max, and this is going to be the last round.
Oh,
Going
really?
to round 33. Yeah, even if even if the I think as long as just one unit survives, you still take that end of round damage.
Yeah. I don't see any summoners either.
Yep. Some good draws from Max. It's
I
too
love
late.
this Women a Prayer. Sand King just chilling on the bench. Why
Yeah,
not?
it's like I can appreciate that because at this point, it's going to be good to look at. Both players are broke. They're not going to be jumping up. K
Yeah.
can't jump up anymore. Max is completely broke, and not much is changing. Some units get shuffled around. Let's see how we go into this last match.
Let's go.
All right, is this Omniot going to cast a spell? It's looking poor. Yeah, he dies. The Legion Commander does get a successful duel off, is constantly being healed by these Requiems of Souls, but gets chopped down by Axe. The Doom
Giant.
goes out, does not get the second one out. Anesix cleaned up, and that's all she wrote. K takes it home with 24 damage to overkill Max and take Group D.
I mean, well, first of all, I'd like to make a comment about the strength of the Warlock build. I mean, low roll, 3-star Warlock. You've seen it. It was top 3 from Digitams in Group A. Now it's like in this final battle here.
Yeah, it'll bring you far, but is it going to get you that first place? I don't remember how that first lobby resolved because I have goldfish brain this morning. I had my coffee. I can't remember if the demons won that lobby. I don't.
It was
they
the
did.
Hunter.
The
It was the
Hunter.
Hunter.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Correct. Well, that is some very impressive play. I've been told that Group I might be finishing up. It's still going
Also,
on. We'll pop in there real
K's
quick.
Radiance on the axe is huge. Radiance
yeah.
axe is nasty.
Yeah, I mean, that mischance, you get a ton of effective HPs. We're going to jump right into this. It's a one-on-one fight here. We're going to get some spoilers for this round. Sunsmile's going to take a huge hit. This is some level 10 on level 10 action. No demons here. And oh my god. Yeah, we see some really spicy stuff in this lobby. Thank you for the tip off. Our, whoever's running the UPL Esports Twitch account right now. That's Divine Rapier Troll Warlord.
Let's go. Okay. Well, Troll has the attack speed. You want to build damage on him, right? So, why not?
I really like this. Maelstrom Shadow Shaman is not to be trifled with or ignored, because that is a ton of proc damage, particularly with that troll bonus. Look at that. That shoots up to like 130. It's an absurd amount of damage.
Yep. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yep. 2 bears coming out from that Lone Druid for Sunsmile. Nikita gets the Ravage off early, falls victim to that Stone Gaze. Lone Druid getting eaten up here. The barrels go out. Both 3-star bears are alive and they're chewing up. Can they get the root on the Troll Warlord? They can. That rapier is useless. And Nikita takes the round and is going to get that Divine Rapier from Nikita.
Oh, that was huge. That root was giant.
Oh man, is this the revolt that Sunsmile needs to take this home from second to first?
Well, it certainly helps. Who do you put it on?
Well, let's take a look at Sunsmile's team. We've got are you familiar with this concept of putting a Divine Rapier on Medusa?
I can think of a couple Dota games where I won that.
This is going to get a little absurd. I also love the 3 out of 4 Vigilance, no Wind Ranger, and the the Templar Assassin here with the Vesture of the Tyrant, just chilling. Not as an
2-star
assassin.
axe hanging out on the bench.
2-star Axe for Nikita?
For Sunsmile.
I don't see that.
Right? I think he sold it. Yeah, he sold it.
Oh, wow, yeah. We got the Fedora Lich in the back. Okay, I can dig that.
Wow. Fedora Lich. Picture Lich with a fedora.
Sunsmile also, throughout the course of this game, acquired 7 Maranas.
Ah, wow.
Yeah,
That's the dream.
pretty good. Oh, that
I don't know about that
Medusa
tombstone
got
plate.
doomed, dude.
Ooh.
You don't
Does that
want to
turn off
see
items?
that. Medusa down. Nikita's rampaging through. They got a bear for Sunsmile. It's not the pickup you want. Marana goes down and Nessus goes down. Sunsmile says, give me that back. Or Nikita says, give me that back. That's my rapier, not yours, and this is
And my lobby, too. Woo.
Takes
Oh,
it
my
home.
goodness.
Holy
Like,
moly.
that's part of the strength of Doom. I mean, he could be one of the most frustrating units in the game, or he could just straight up win you around, right?
Yep. I think Sunsmile actually sold all their units there at the end because I'm not seeing any alliances here on the screen.
Salt.
Also, if we look at this lobby, Group I is usually where, we had some no-shows here. We had 4 bots. So, I mean, I can only imagine how spicy things got if we had some low rollers or whatever. But man, what a round 2, huh?
That was powerful. Like, I love seeing the way these lobbies evolve, checking in on these late game comps.
Mm-hmm. We should have some. Let's see. We should have some scoreboard results up now. Let me just check over here. And yeah, we have our Group A and our Group B for next round here. Headers coming through. Double pair of wins there. It's going to be in Group A. Solonok Dendi getting a first place finish from their Group B as well. Half G's going to be moving on. We're going to be seeing Digitams again. Incandescent Sky coming back with a pair of deuces. Jollik, Ralphate is, even with that 4th place finish, going to be coming back. We're going to be seeing K as well for Group A. I'm going to put 3 minutes on the clock here. Take a quick break, stretch my legs, and we'll be back at you shortly here on UPL. I'm Dr. Heckle. This is my co-caster Snowplows, and we will see you soon.
Oh yeah. lobby coming up.
Welcome back to UPL Season 9 Week 4. Last week, we're here. It's round 3. We've got our eliminations here. I'm here with my co-caster, Snowplows, no Jester this week. This is your host, Dr. Heckle. And, E-Man, what have we seen these first 2 rounds? It's been crazy.
It's been excellent. We've seen like some dynamic builds. We've seen really cool strats, and like I love the little micro adjustments, like seeing what these top players do, the tiny things that really puts them at the top of the lobby. Oh man, I'm loving it.
Yeah, it's like a lot of like very specific positioning plays, economic choices, choosing to sell things to go up and pick up those high cost units, high impact units. It is awesome. It is good stuff. And we are, looks like, going to be ready to launch our 3rd lobby of the day, Group A. Very shortly. It's about to be 3:50 out in our neck of the woods. We got some familiar faces here in this lobby. We got Digitams, we got Taff G, we got Incandescent Sky, we got Headers, we got K, and we have another familiar face rejoining us for the first time this week. I got Slonanak Dendi.
He is. This lobby is stacked. I'm pumped to see these like juggernauts go against each other.
Yeah, absolutely. And I believe we have the all clear to go ahead, so let's get right to it. Everybody is ready, so I'm ready to, let's jump right in.
Let's do this.
Did I hit the button? I did. Great. You know what?
Great.
Hosting is easy, turns out. I can see how Jesse does this week in, week out. Good luck to him, buddy, wherever you are today. Hope you're doing well. Till then, I'm bringing you
2-star CM.
Round 3 action, and Headers actually gets the nuts for the first round of this 3rd match. He gets that 2-star CM, gets the Drow Ranger, and gets a Magnus. That's a full 1-cost offering with a triple. K-San, they're off to a good start.
Yep.
Alright, let's check in with Headers, see how this goes.
Like, not the best composition, but you got a 2-star. Oh, going up against the only person who got the trolls. Nope. A different person got the trolls.
Yep, this just looks to be just some early good stuff.
Yep.
Will Headers drop a perk
second
off?
frostbite. It's just too much.
Yep, later
Like, between
here.
the damage and the crowd control, the healing reduction against that warlock, insane.
For every good roll that gives Headers good options, Jollik gets the short end of the stick. Takes 4 damage in round 1. You don't see it too much, but it always is just so painful.
It hurt. I have 2 people that have Bloodbound. I mean, it's round 1. Ooh. Hey.
Headers doesn't like those
Ah,
options.
Voidstone, please.
It's tough to think about a scenario in which Voidstone is bad.
Yeah, I mean, people like casting spells. I mean, it's not your favorite things as a hunter, but even your late game hunters can benefit from that.
Yeah, you look at your Maranas, you look at your Wind Rangers, you look at Medusa. If you don't,
Yeah.
if you have,
I mean, if you're putting Voidstone on Medusa, you got a problem.
yeah, you've done some serious itemization sins, or like leaned too heavily into contraptions or something. You screwed all the way up. Kay actually picking up a 2-star Arc Warden here early. Are we gonna see some really cheesy stuff? Puts the Voidstone
I'm down.
on them. Let's pop in to their neck of the woods. They're up against
Who?
Digitams. Kay.
Okay.
It's Kay versus Digitams. Digitams rocking some Bloodbounds.
Yes.
Tiny says, Bloodseeker, get out of here. You're drunk.
And Bloodseeker comes right back. Wants
Gets-
another sip.
Gets slowed up, gets that final smack on the Eidolon, but these two Arc Wardens take it home.
And I like Kay's philosophy. You have a 2-star, so you want to pair it with your alliance, a good early alliance primordial. But then you have your CC choice. Do I want the Crystal Maiden or the Shadow Demon?
And we see the Shadow Demons getting sold here from Kay. Picks up a
Yes.
pair of Venomancers. So we're going to see those early
The alliances.
summons. Yeah, good boost there. Still hanging on to those Crystal Maidens. And I'll tell you, back in the day when Arc Warden was not so much a item duper, but when he was still that sort of Eidolon factory role, I loved this build. I loved going full Primordials, hanging onto Summoners, and also hanging onto these Crystal Maidens that Kay has, and pairing her with both of the Primordial Mages for that first level of Mage, and then throwing in a human in there for the mana generation to sort of assist these Summoner spell castings. Another easy win for Kay here.
Wow. This is super strong. I mean, you have an early 2-star. Play to your advantage. Play to your strengths. If you want to streak, of course, like Headers is.
Yep, let's check in with Headers. They're having a good time. That early 2-star
Oh,
Crystal
yes.
Maiden's doing wonders for them. Gets an early Bristleback? An early, very early Shadow Shaman, excuse me?
Yes, I love this build right now. I mean, oh, okay, cool. Like a nice tanky frontliners. Now building up some alliances just to protect your CM. Your CM is going to be your powerhouse early.
Yeah, and with those reduced, at 2-star, the cooldown for Frostbite goes down, so now you're, casting that every 8 seconds instead of 10.
Yep.
You give her the Void Stone, have her just chill in the back line. easy dual win here on this Bristleback.
Ooh, devastating damage.
Yeah, 3 people got empowered that fight. Bristleback's racking up those kills, gets his first one, gets that dual damage. Magnus is 4.
Kay's also streaking.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, these were the 2 people we kind of like locked in on. They had good early rolls, and they know how to capitalize on top of that. That's the hallmark of a good player.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, we've got good pairs. I mean, Primordials and Summoners complement each other quite nicely as we go into our second item round of the game here in round 5.
Slolonak Dendi has a bunch of great rolls. Let's see if they hit.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of demons, couple trolls, a lot of pairs. Will anything come together?
Looks like a strikeout here.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
no.
seeing some pretty wild overflow. The liquidation occurs, and we're just going to go to trolls.
Boil it down to trolls. There's a lot of promise there, but sometimes you strike out, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, I wouldn't call getting trolls this early on a strikeout. Let's pop back into Headers. They're going to be going up against Incandescent Sky, who just netted themselves a 2-star Tiny. This Bristleback's up in front, spitting quills on everyone. Headers has only that...
Like literally everyone.
Yeah, just the full effectiveness out of those quill sprays. Snakes go down. They're going to be enjoying that attack speed from the Troll Alliance, and it is a near clean sweep for Headers as he progresses to a 5 streak.
That's pretty sick. And, I mean, like, testament to this positioning, right? Tuck him in the corner, put the Bristleback closest to the middle, has the highest chance to be around most people.
As the Vanguard?
Oh, yes. Bristleback Vanguard is an early game carry condition.
Yes, absolutely. And Headers is in really good standings, has a pair for that Bristleback, takes the Bristleback out. Puts the Vanguard
Okay.
on. Okay. Two
Tank
pairs of
up.
snakes? That could be super, super good.
Yep.
We'll see. We got,
I do think the bristleback was pretty important to its functioning, but I mean, let's see.
so we see our two streakers going up against each other here, Digitams and Headers. What do you think of this barricade positioning? Very avant-garde stuff here from Digitams.
Well, it's you take the barricade to set up for later. I mean, you have some druids, and you have some summoners, some savage. A lone druid behind a barricade is strong.
Right. I would,
so kind of banking it away.
And we see Digitams has the makings of some mages, has that Razor, has that Crystal Maiden, has some druids to supplement it, so definitely a bright future if they want to go that route. Headers continues their streak.
I mean, you kind of mortgaged your streak, though. I mean, you're going to be an item down if you just put a barricade in the corner, right?
That's true, yeah. Some really next-level play anti-assassin strats, of which I don't think we've seen any assassin play today.
It's too hard. It's way too hard. You lose too much life early on. With no anti-mage, no bounty hunter, it's just super difficult.
It's a rough ramp up. You get your third assassin at level or at 3 cost with your Viper.
Yeah, it's a Viper, and you have to have a Quap and a Viper and a Nyx. That's not eye-popping.
Yeah. Not the best. We see Headers here going up against K. Gets the first set of snakes out. That Shadow Shaman gets frozen. Second set of snakes goes out. Those poor Arc Wardens have to fight up against those snakes, and it is just too much going up against K.
Well, K has some good investments, like a 2-star mag without any other druid. I mean, you can really build on that later.
Yep, and it gives you an out, right? If we're talking in poker terminologies, you want to play to your outs.
Yeah. Jollik is streaking at level 3.
Okay, that tells me that they are rolling low for some spicy stuff. We see the makings of a Druid Savage Summoner coming up.
Yeah. I mean, 3 units, 3... Oh, I accidentally hotted. 3 units, 3 alliances with a dummy cap. Doing nothing right now, but that's okay.
That's fine. Yeah, I mean, hey, if you need it, you have it, right?
Yeah, right.
I remember back in the day when Ogre Cap was called the Bloodbound contract, or the Big Time contract, the BTC, the Bitcoin. It would just give you flat health. As a sort of rider, it's like, okay, well, you screwed up. So here's some health in case you don't end up with Bloodbound units.
Yep.
Let's see how
Who are we watching?
I have my eyes on Jollik as they go up against Taft G. And we see some similar sort of loadouts here. We can see some bug-on-bug action.
1 up to 4. Let's hook in some bug.
That was a lot of Spiked Carapace procs.
Man, it's Maiden. Early Crystal Maiden is strong, but it's not enough.
Yeah, Jollik takes it home. Has the better bugs. Has the druids to prop that up. Has that 2-star Nature's Prophet to
jumps to 5.
Okay, all right.
Headers jumps to 6.
Headers
completes the streak. Absolutely vaults.
Yep. Just decides, hey, why not? You know, why not?
Yes.
So they're hanging on. They complete their streak. They got the double bristleback in. Vanguard on the bristleback. Up as we hit our round 9 item round.
Double Deso. Ooh. Who needs Heartless?
Yeah, for real.
Oh. Do you want to see a modern American tragedy?
Sure.
The bottom 2 people in the lobby have these same alliances. And, yeah, the same people. They are vulturing each other, and they could not be vulturing each other more.
It's called the Doo-Doo Oropris.
Oh, God.
It is rough. They are keeping each other down by eating each other's lunches. We see some deviation. Legion Commander going in for Ralphate. But let's actually pop over to Incandescent Sky, who is streaking, has some Troll Druid action going on now, and we'll go up against K. It seems like wherever we go, we see K as the opposition. They're gonna try their luck again with their Summoner Druid comp, I believe. Yeah, Summoner Druids coming through. That Tiny was so close to a second toss, doesn't get it off as our Arc Warden comes out. Cask goes live. I don't think it'll be enough. There's so many Plague Words going on. Actually, almost to K's detriment because they have effectively boxed in.
All right. It works.
Yeah, that tree just kind of went out and took care of business, and everyone just kind of stood by and watched. And you know, those Plague Wards, they have unlimited range. So
Yeah, that barrier it's playing well. It took a lot of damage. You saw one was almost dead, one was about half dead. That's tank damage.
Yeah, I mean, that's just free health as we go into our Underlord choices. We see, not shockingly, a lot of Nesix pickups.
Yes.
3 enthralls, 1 golem from our summoner player.
Okay.
And we see an Eno. Actually, this is, I think, the 3rd Group A in a row where we've seen every Underlord being picked.
I like that for the state of the game.
Yeah, you know, there are definitely balances, there are definitely niches. We haven't seen any Let's Go Crazy Hopkins, mind you. They've always been friendly fire, but you know, if
Yeah.
it works, it works. Let's pop it back over to Jollik as they go up against
Yes,
Ralphate. Trying to angle for this Knight LC build. Jollik sticking with those Savage Summoners, and actually, I like the pairing here. The option to go to insects as well.
Early bugs. Well, it's not as good this lobby. Nobody's opting for a roll down, right? So the insects are not going to be as effective, and there's quite a couple summoners out there too.
Right.
Oh, actually only 2.
The insects actually benefit from the summoner bonus. Little known
Ah.
mechanical note there. You see Jollik is probably going to lose here. Those bugs are trying their hardest. Cannot take down that Witch Doctor, no matter how hard they party. Ralphie takes home a much-needed win. They're climbing back up. They're at 5th now. Slowanok Dendi, though, still not doing so great. They're held.
Like, he's solidified a locus of power. I mean, has a lot of 2 stars now.
Yeah, you know, they're doing nice. They're still trying to make something happen. No active streaks on the board. Headers finally bled. They opted for an Eno. So let's talk about this lobby's lone Eno pick with that all-out attack. If it's going to be any Eno outside of Bronze, I think that's the right choice. What do you think about that with this Troll Warlock comp emerging?
I kind of dig it. It buys you time with an all-out attack to get some healing in, to let your trolls do some work.
As we see the snakes go down for headers too, they're in pretty good position to take down Digitams, crashing through these barricades. That Crystal Maiden gets frozen.
How many mages? 2 mages. They're both going Mage Druid, the ever-popular build, Mage Druid.
You say that, but there was a time where Mage Druid was one of my favorites, because that was back when Nature's Prophet had Call of Nature instead
Oh
of...
my god, that was excellent.
Yeah, they were not a summoner. This was before Season 1. They were a druid.
A shaman?
No, this was post-shaman, pre-summoner. Or wait, maybe they were a shaman. Maybe he was a shaman. But yeah, that worked super well with
Maybe not.
mages because it was just like a ton of damage. He threw like I remember like Puck being in that build. It was just like a super good time.
Oh, yeah.
You'd like just splash druids. Still watching headers here.
Yeah, season 2. Me too. The Ravage hits 1.
Good word trap.
Out.
Shadow Shaman. I don't think that duel was
That
successful.
word positioning is actually insane.
Yep. And these double Shadow Shamans are segmenting these boards pretty hard. Warlock is actually trapped. There's a solid
That's
wall
insane.
of snakes.
Like, where do you go? Yeah. That's terrifying.
Nowhere to go but out. Truly, as Headers gets another streak going here. K also getting something going. K, of course, also going for Druids. Half the lobby's up for Druids. We see 3 summoner players. Got our 2 mages here. 2 knight players. So we're seeing something different. What do you see here that we didn't... what are you not seeing here that we saw in our previous lobby that ended up working to great effect?
What am I not seeing in this lobby?
Yes.
I'm going to wait for the items to go away so I can kind of check the scoreboard. Anybody going hunters? We see no hunters. We saw prevalent in hunters. I saw Digitams absolutely ravage a lobby with it earlier.
No hunters, no warriors.
Yes.
You see some knights. You see some savage summoner coming up.
You see raw spirits from Digitams.
This is super spicy. I'm actually going to pop over to Digitams. I know Headers is streaking. I know his K streaks, but I absolutely want to see
versus
this.
Digitams. Ooh, absolutely. Let's see.
Let's see.
With Joel. I like it with Joel too.
Yeah, because, I mean, that gives you some front line. That is a very tasty Delta Slam coming out from Digitams here. And we're going to see a second
May I
one.
have another?
Another juicy slam But you know, I mean, some of the it's mitigated because there's not mage on the board, but it's just
still
eating them alive. I mean, you can whiff completely on that third one. No one cares. This is going to be a clean sweep from Digitams.
That was insane. Those Delta Slams were devastating.
Oh my God,
Even
the
with a
last one.
barrier to try to control the board.
Yeah.
And Digitam's throwing in that splash lichen.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Right? Right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I believe it.
I think it might be
see
for
the
Cumin
lichen.
with CM.
Okay, yeah, I like that. I think
Slow
that's...
not getting our first 3-star, right?
Yep, Sloananock Dendy picking up that 3-star CK, puts on the Stonehall Cloak, opts to pivot from that to the Vanguard, gives the cloak to the LC. LC's chilling out with 3 kills, so maybe not as effective as they'd like. They're kind of chilling down here. They're going to be up against Headers, who actually got dinged for a point of damage last round.
Ooh, 1 point. Probably went up against some summoner.
Yeah, one of the lobbies and several summoners. All-out attack goes out from Headers here onto Sloananock Dendy. But it's largely ineffective. Sloananock Dendy gets that 3-star CK and actually just turns his luck around.
It's just so insane at this point in the game in terms of damage and tankability with a Vanguard.
Yeah, we're here at round 13 and pretty good position. Header's taking 10 damage. Maybe not as spotless as we thought.
Well, the comp has a lot of 1-star units right now, right? Headers leveraged the early success in order to get high levels to hopefully find some things.
And actually some spicy stuff coming down here from Toph G. Has 1 level of Primordials in, called back the Spirit Spam, put the mages back in.
Well,
And-
Digitam was a Spirit Spammer. And still is.
Right. And still is. We're going to see some triangles here. It's my...
Yep, in the Splash Lichen.
you gotta love and respect the Splash Lichen. Okay, Delta Slam 1, pretty effective. Delta Slam 2, coming out for
Worked.
Digitam. Yeah, I mean it worked. Tafty's up against the ropes here, and goes down. Digitam's now
Like this
streaking.
spirit placement, like even when the Delta Slams don't hit people, I'm still encouraged by seeing that like huge center of the board control.
Yeah, I mean they've been pretty wide.
Incandescent Sky off right now. Do you want to hop over there?
Yeah, we'll check out Incandescent Sky here. They are rocking some Troll, some Druid, some Summoner, some Heartless.
Necrophos being the real crux. Oh, wow.
That's an early lone
Really?
Druid.
Tons of alliances. 7 alliances, but not a ton of stars.
Yeah, not a lot of no LC in sight either. We're going to get, of course, that free upgrade for Lone Druid when the round starts, so that helps a bit. But what do you think of this this Dragon Lance on the Necrophos?
Not my favorite. I'd actually consider that on the Shadow Shaman.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
maybe put that Void Stone on the Necrophos instead.
Oh yeah, I like that. Move that around.
Barrels are out.
The
Pudge
boom on
gets
the Witch Doctor is tough.
rolled. It was not in time, so it's just up to Incandescent Sky to clean up K's wards, Plague, and Serpent. And it looks like it's going to be a win for Incandescent Sky, even going so far as to
Not
start
bad.
up a Manor Requiem of Souls right there at the end to try to get rid of those barricades.
We have 2 people in, actually 3 people.
3 Streakers.
Yep. We have some people in danger here.
Yeah, Tafg is in heartbeat range, as is Ralph Fate. Let's check in with Tafg again.
Let's go for Madness.
Okay, some new faces here on the board. We see our Keeper of the Light. We see a Mango Tree.
That's pretty important, especially with spirits.
Yes, absolutely.
You get a lucky one.
We have a 2-star Ember Spirit here, 2-star Earth Spirit, and a pair of 1-star Storm Spirits. Actually, kind of looks like a game that I had earlier today, where somebody snapped up all the Storm Spirits that I wanted to. I didn't do
And
very
that
well in
person's
that
name
game.
is Digitams.
Yeah, I mean, basically. Yeah, Digitams, yeah, I mean, you look at all the alliances here on the scoreboard, and just like Digitams chilling out in third with just spirits. And the Coddle Blast comes out, the Delta Slam comes out, there is damage, the Midnight Pulse comes out, a second Delta Slam comes out, maybe not as
not
effective. Nicks the Bear, nicks the Lone Druid, a third Delta Slam, that one's a little
Okay.
better, gets Joel, gets Witch Doctor. And they're in pretty good position for a 4th slam here. And it comes out.
Ooh,
Kills the
huge.
Witch Doctor.
Absolutely giant.
Hurts Jewel. Dazzle is dealt with, and now it's just the Spirit Brothers jocking on the barkeep of the Sundered Moon. A 5th Delta Slam to win.
Ralphade falling to Jollik.
Oh yeah, now Ralphade's up against the ropes. Their early night comp.
Everything
They
is
hit.
going
And so is Kay. Kay lost to Slolonok, who now is streaking.
Oh wow, what a you get that 3-star Chaos Knight, and all of a sudden it's a whole different game.
Boom. Who shall we spectate here?
I'm gonna check out Ralphade because I'm interested to see where they go from here. They get the Troll Warlord. They go up to 2.
Okay.
There's the Desolator. They actually sacrifice the 2nd level of Knights for the 2nd level of Troll.
That used to be worse than it is now.
I would agree. This Legion Commander is trotting out to the field now with all that wonderful attack speed from the Trolls. And it looks like Ralphade is doing pretty okay.
Chaos Knight gets a
Enthralled
Chaos Knight
3-star
gets a win.
CK. I think that... Oh, man, the LC gets enthralled
Ooh,
and wins their duel. Okay.
fighting back, but that CK is still full life. Oh, the chunks. Oh,
Yeah.
please avert your eyes.
Now, I heard a couple weeks ago that it was a bug that enthralled units get double the demon bonus. Like, it might be bugged that they're getting more than they should. I can't confirm that, but it would explain why that Legion Commander was absolutely slicing and dicing, and why that Chaos Knight, who was already a demon, was just blasting on fools.
Yeah. Wow, Jollik has fallen from grace, has actually rolled down.
Oh,
3
wow.
gold, tons of sad pairs.
Yeah, oh, you hate to see stuff like that. Let's pop in again with TAFG to see if their Mage Spirit experience is going any better. They go
Still
up
two
against
storms,
Digit.
ugh.
I gotta stop going in on this guy because this is now the 2nd time that TAFG hasn't faced a Digitam, so it's going to be Triangle Central.
Oh god,
Did
I don't
one
know
get
who's
canceled?
who.
Yeah, this is an absolute nightmare to cast. Both have Delta Slam going on at the same time, hitting no one. This could be the rest of the match for all I know. Is that not just the story of humanity? Just 2 Delta Slams going on forever, missing each other? Another useless Delta Slam goes out. TAFG takes 11 damage and is now in the single digits of health.
Okay, this Splash Lycan, 2nd most damage, and also gives them the Hunter, or not Hunter, Human
Yeah.
synergy.
I can kind of really dig that. And is that the only other alliance that Digitams has? Yes, it is, and it's the only one they need. Chilling out at 2nd place with 50 health. Headers is kind of pulling away from the pack in that regard. But, I mean, hey, you see it here. Digitams is just cutting up the competition with those Delta Slams.
It's incredible.
All right, you see this play from TAFG here? Some spicy additions.
The Enigma in front. Oh, the Void, completing the Void bonus.
Yep, throws in that Void Spirit and actually gets a Faceless Void. Let's see if they can...
Okay.
take it
Crowd
in.
control buys you time for some Delta Slams.
This could be
A lot of low health people going against each other.
Oh, Enigma does not get the Midnight Pulse off, and that was a very short channel from a Keeper of the Light, but we have some good follow-up damage and pretty decent Delta Slam. But it does not look good for TAFG as he's being picked apart unit by unit, and that is all she wrote. Sorry, TAFG, you are our 8th place finisher in Group A.
Yeah, and the build, maybe give it some more time and have a little better roll luck. It does a lot better. But Digitams was just scooping up all the storms.
Yeah, trying to contest Spirit with somebody in a lobby always feels bad. As we watch Kay just decimate Jollik there, bringing Jollik down to 10 health. Kay actually picked up a Medusa at some point and has a Battle Fury axe. Again, just like my
pubs. Yep.
Ah, man. I want to
Battle Fury, I want to try that. I
Well,
want
he
to
has
get
attack
reported.
speed now in Dota 2. And yeah, we could try.
Oh,
you could do it amongst friends. We're all friends here. Let us pop into Jollik here. They hit that 2-star Shadow
clutch.
Shaman.
They needed something. I mean, what's their latest item? Did they just pick up that Vlad's?
I want to say yeah. So now we have a 1-star Necrophos with Vlad's. You look at their pairs. Actually, Ops just gets rid of all their summoners, puts in the Dazzle, gets that 2nd level of Troll, and now they have that Triumphant that I was talking about earlier. They've got the Necrophos, Dazzle, and Witch Doctor as they go up against Digitams.
Okay, let's see these slams. All the spirits are freed
Two
up
at
now,
once.
right? Oh.
I don't know what happened there. Did one just not go off? It's confusing stuff. This is challenging casting. Here. It's almost just like a steady stream of Delta Slams here for Digitams, and man,
I think a relevant thing, like something I can actually say that has substance. Oh well, Jollik gets knocked out. But the Delta Slams ensure that the Ravages can't be too terrible, right?
That's true. I mean, if the units just don't exist on the board, it's not going to happen. Jollik gets knocked out, like you said. We have our 7th place finisher here. The Triumphant couldn't save him. The second level of Trolls couldn't save them as they go home in 7th. And that is a rough place to finish if you want to make our final lobbies of the day. Again, we are at 48. We chopped that down from 60, and we are going to shrink down to 32 lobbies after this one is finished.
Excellent. So do you want to see, who do you want to watch here?
I have switched over to Ralphate, who has finished. They've jumped up to 9 and are now rocking the 2nd level of Knight and the 2nd level of Troll. They have the LC, they have the Warlock, they have the Demon. They're going to be up against Headers here, who is just running over the competition.
Good Ravage.
Yeah, great Ravage there. LC comes back with a chop. It just kind of immediately kills 2 people. Snakes are down.
Timely heals.
All-out attack is out for Headers, though. Everybody gets poisoned, but things are looking very, very good for Ralphate. I think they're going to live.
Yes, that first Warlock healing wave was gigantic. It was very timely.
We're going to pop over to K now here, see if they can stave off elimination as well. But yeah, things are going well. We see a Ricky...
Warlock in trouble?
Solonok, yeah, might actually be the one to go out instead, but hangs on with 1 health.
Okay, it's time to spend that money. Can't use it next game.
Yep, 31 gold banked. They have a Refresher Witch Doctor, a Basher Shadow Shaman, and yeah, they're going to use that money, jump up to level 9, puts in the Necrophos, jumps up to level 2 in heal, has 3 Knights, 4 Trolls, 3 Warlocks.
Ooh. Digitams goes for the 3-star Storm in a Spirit comp. Always a difficult decision to know when to do that, but it can pay off.
I would say it used to be more difficult. I actually super love his 3-star bonus now. I think that's a ton of damage during Delta Slams. Hopefully we should be able to peek into that later, and we are almost assuredly going to have an elimination here between Solonok Betty and Ralphate. It is a Knight-on-Knight action, LC-on-LC action. The real LC comes out here. The 2-star Troll Warlord is not enough. The LC gets enthralled. Is she living?
The heals are coming through! The heals... Oh!
It's not enough. The enthralled is out. Solonok Betty is still in good position. That was a good duel. Demon bonus is active on her, but it is waning. It is going down.
Ooh. The tides have turned.
Yeah, the enthralled Abaddon is doing their thing.
And another set of wards. You know you always have a good round when you get 2 sets of wards from your Shadow Shaman.
Absolutely, and now it is very firmly Solonok's lobby, or rather round to win, as they knock out Ralphate. Their twin in the womb gets eliminated. And
K hanging on there, beating Digitams in a clutch victory.
Oh, maybe that 3-star Storm Spirit wasn't the right decision.
Oh, but Headers is pissed. With the 2-star,
not having it.
2-star Lone Druid, 2-star Tide Hunter.
Oh, yeah, and that's going to be a 3-star toss-up between that Lone Druid and that Magnus, and both of those upgrades are just so good for crowd control.
That leap is giant.
Yeah, I'm staying here.
You want to watch Solonok?
Yeah, I'm going to hang on to him. Maybe he get lucky and he goes up against K, but he goes up
against Headers. Oh,
Headers
instead. Furious heroes.
Actually, Solonok Dendi is the ghost in this lobby, too, so let's see how this goes. Gas Knight out in front. That Tide Hunter never got to use the Ravage. That's so much CC loss. That was not a very good Magnus. RP2 gets enthralled.
RP stolen.
Yep. Let's see. The Enthrall went down. Tons of damage there. Magnus is one of the best units you can enthrall because of that constant proccing of the Demon bonus. And it looks like Solonok Dendi is going to hit Headers pretty hard here.
Huge Requiem. Buys a little more time, but more heals coming out. K gets knocked out by Incandescent Sky in the meantime.
Yeah, that's a 5th place finish for them. And it's actually Headers going to take this home.
Oh, these heals.
It's only lot. The last two trolls standing, Shadow Shaman and Dash, will not be enough. Finally, second round of... Unless...
Escalator Shadow Shaman is pissed.
The wards? Headers?
I think the wards are going to take it.
I think this might be enough.
Yes. Oh, that is heartbreaking. After your Warlock held in for so long.
No! Oh! Sludenock
Devastation.
then he gets sent home off of 2 Serpent Wards.
That's a tough way to go.
That sucks. Feels bad for him. He gets that 4th place finish. That's still a decent amount of points as we go into our final 3 of the lobby.
An item round. I have Scotty Tombstone, super popular now.
Yeah.
I think I undervalued it before today.
Yeah, I mean, just having more units out, super good for summoner comps, of which there are still 2 in the lobby. It's a 2-star Troll Warlord coming out for headers, 2-star Coddle coming out for Digitams.
Yeah.
Alright, it's getting spicy, but Incandescent Sky, let's not forget, picked up that Bloodthorn in the item round, so it could render some of these big, high-value spells at Null and Void.
And a Cadence Blade Medusa, so plenty of win conditions over there.
Yes, absolutely. What is our human matchup? We get Digitams versus Headers. Second versus the first. We finally get to see this 3-star Storm Spirit do his thing. He's got that Scythe of Vice for the extra mana. Thin but effective Delta Slam for Digitams' first.
Storm wasn't in the Delta Slam.
Oh, that was a good Coddle Blast, but is it enough? Are we really only going to see 1 Delta Slam here?
Yes, I mean, that's part of the deficit. He had 3 Storms before, 2 2-stars and a 1-star. Now it's consolidated.
Yep, and Digitams falling to Headers here.
But Digitams beat Incandescent Sky.
Yeah, that Ghost did work, and now Incandescent Sky is kind of knocking on death's door, adds an axe to their lineup. Digitams with the 3-star Earth Spirit. I can dig it. I love it. It's like a Line Ravage now.
I think, yeah, you transition more to some mage stuff. 3 Crystal Maidens out there.
Yeah, look at that. That's a total of 7 maidens. Okay, I can dig it. Also, 2 3-star Ember Spirits as well, 1 with a Basher.
Great items on them. 1 with a Basher, 1 with a Scotty.
Yeah, both super, super good. Good for applying that debuff. We're going to see Digitams against Incandescent Sky here. Yeah, I already heard a chop.
Yes, the Ember in the back got chopped.
That's a really thin Delta Slam, though. That is not what Digitams can see out of that first one. A pretty decent.
Can we get another one?
Coddle Blast coming out. The barrels come out.
Let's go.
Oh, man. The tables just turned.
Huge Delta Slam.
Isn't enough, though. Huge Doom coming out from onto the Earth Spirit. It's looking close. Can this 3-star Storm Spirit bring it home? No. The dunk comes down. The Coddle Blast is ineffective. That Storm Spirit did 11,000 damage that round.
Like, that Joel Roundhouse was actually huge. I don't know if you saw that, but he started proccing when he needed it.
Yeah, for sure. That was huge.
Headers is streaking. Good time to be streaking.
Yeah, in the final 3, I think so. We just tab back to them real quick. They're at 3 or level 2 Troll. They added some Warrior to their comp as well. We see Healers up, Summon still up. I like this 2-star Shadow Fiend.
That is a tight comp.
Yeah, really tight alliance pairings out from Headers, as we see they are taking on Incandescent Sky this round, who's added a Medusa to their...
The Tide is silenced.
Yep. Axis so close.
Hank's in there. What happened?
What a Requiem of Souls just fills the Tidehunter way back up. The RP goes down, but it is not effective enough, and it is Headers all the way. This could be the death of Incandescent Sky, and it is. Gets taken down. The Doom on the Dazzle was not enough. Finishes 3rd place. Still a very good placement going into this final round. And we have our final 2.
Oh, get some revenge on Digitams, though. Ouch.
Yeah.
A little parting gift.
15 damage as they leave out the door. And now we have Headers versus Digitams. Alright, so another one-on-one showdown. You get to really focus on your placements here. I see a target buddy and the barrier to protect that mage backline. 3-star 3-star Storm Spirit, 3-star Earth Spirit. We have 2 Coddles out, 2 Crystal Maidens out.
Wow. And I love Header's positioning, kind of loading up on one side to kind of avoid the center. That's one way to counter the spirits.
Yes, also you want to try to get around that barricade as much as possible and really get the meat of the crab, as it were. still use that first Delta Slam.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a
Both
good
embers
one.
are alive, I believe.
Too much though. Headers is just getting their way around it. That Storm Spirit is zipping around, gets eaten up by the
blasts. The blasts aren't going to be able to channel.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
Digitams
just like that.
Yeah, Digitams goes down. Headers wins with 49 health. Huge stuff.
Strong showing. I mean, Headers was just like front to back. That comp is so solid. 10 heroes, 9 alliances, and like good, solid dudes.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't go too heavy into any of those like big, 3-6 alliances, but it's still plenty of damage. We see some high value units like the 2-star Troll Warlord, the 2-star Lone Druid, the 2-star Tide Hunter, and congratulations to Headers for taking another lobby. I believe they already have a win here. We'll throw up that scoreboard real quick.
Digitams is having a strong showing too. I mean, first, third, and second.
Yeah, things are going quite well for them today. Slononok Dendi actually pulled a 4th place finish off in their lobby, which
really
was the lobby that we
impressive
were
for
watching.
them.
Cool, good. Let's
see. They were in last place for a while. They were getting vultured left and right, but they hunkered down, played really smart, really nice item choices.
Yeah, and yeah, actually, that was a first place finish for Headers. He's been having quite the day today. I'm trying to get to this next lobby. I don't see the bot from Group F here. Let me download this as well. Sorry.
The robot uprising.
Mm-hmm. I updated Windows 10. Or like my Windows upgraded, and it set Edge to be my default browser, which was fun.
Ah, wonderful.
And yes, it looks like our scoreboard has updated. Digitams, Slononok Dendi, Headers all going through so far. Headers again with 45 points, looking for the perfect week to roll out of this regular season, putting them in very good postseason positioning.
Wow.
Let me see if we can get the scoreboard up for Season 9. Let's see if I can add it really quick to OBS. Season scoreboard. I did not spell scoreboard correctly, but it's been a long, these have been some an exciting 3 weeks here.
Oh, for sure.
And
just like looking at this scoreboard, that last lobby was absolutely buff.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And we do have the seasonal scoreboard up here now.
Ooh, excellent.
Thanks to Asians for that. We've seen pretty strong showings from Kay and Candescent Sky, Digitams and Headers in previous weeks. We've seen some very early exits from some of these other scoreboard finishers. We see Pivo down here. We see Quanrong Chan as well. Xanum not coming up today. Tafji up here as well. I haven't seen anything from Mutant and Shame. Alone in the Dark I know was in the mix.
See Orbitix chilling at 18.
Yes, absolutely. Sun Smile, we saw them in the Group I lobby as well.
Yes.
Yeah, so a lot of exciting stuff here today. Group F is finishing up. Unfortunately, I'm not able to view that quite yet unless... Nope.
What is the playoff cutoff?
I forget. That is an excellent question. Let me double check the rules real quick for who gets into the postseason and who does not. Perhaps somebody could help me out in chat, or one of our admins could message me that. Okay, it's a little rough. I'd imagine it'd just be the same format as this, just like the top 60 go on. So it's a pretty wide field. We see there's not a lot of, the threshold is pretty low. Like, you see Chelovic there with 15 points at the 25 slot. We see Pinty, who also runs the Pinty Cup every week. A very good player. Hasn't done super well here at UPL there, but they've qualified. They're here at the 53 slot with 5 points. Other guys like Funchu, Glob we saw earlier as well. Rokan.
Got Jalik in there.
Yeah, Jalik's there too. Laser at 36. TMZ at 22.
Sun Smile at 33 with a strong performance we saw at the end of the last round.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't believe this is updated for this week's progress here, but I mean, you know, we see a lot of these names that we've been seeing throughout the day. Slonalak Dendi, all these, you know, if they can make it to that final lobby and get those league points, they are in very good position to come into the playoffs very strong. So as things finish up here, let's flick back to the scoreboard real quick. And we have some places finishing up. Actually, I see Pinty down here at the 18 slot.
Ooh.
With 18 points. Their lobby is still going on.
Well, that can help ensure, right? You don't want to be chilling around 53 in the week before the playoffs, right? You want to kind of have a strong showing.
Exactly, yeah. You don't want to be the bubble boy. They're in a lobby with win-win-win, or win-win rather, Sick Ghost Mutant, who had a rough and rocky showing that first lobby, getting a 7th place finish. But it is not a death sentence.
It happens.
Yeah. You know, we see a couple of people here in the top 32. Nikita hanging out with 19 points, had an 8th place finish and a 6th place finish, so it is not by any stretch of the imagination a curse or a disqualifier for progressing further on in the week. Like, you know, even Sun Smile got an 8th. We see Taf G got an 8th here. Of course, it helps if you get an 8th in the 3rd round because you've already made it to the 3rd round, but, you know, hey, whatever.
Oh, I'm getting some news from Incandescent Sky. Said Nikita missed the first match. Oof.
Ooh, yeah, that is, that's never great. Missed the
That'll
first
do
match.
it, right?
Wait up, go, okay, and then just take that group I from Sun Smile in round 2. So while we wait for things to finish up here, I think I'm just going to put some time on the clock and wait it out. I'm going to get some water, I think, and we will see y'all in just a bit.
Indeed. Got some good stuff coming up.
Yeah, I'm pumped for the final round of the day. Stick around. Final round, final week. It's going to be good. See you soon. Welcome back, everybody. It is time again for the final match of Week 4, the final week in Season 9. I'm back at you. I'm Dr. Heckle, hosting this week with my co-caster, Snowplows. How you feeling, little bud?
I am so ready for this final lobby. It is stacked from head to toe. We've seen a ton of good Underlords here. Let's finish off with a nice one.
Yeah, absolutely. We see some heavy hitters, some familiar faces. We see Olympics Advocate. We saw them from round 2. Digitams, Headers, Incandescent Sky, Sloan and Octendi. All of the classics are in here. Headers in particular is looking to get a perfect week to round out the regular season.
Wow.
3 first
That's
place
like
finishes.
giant. What a confidence boost, right? Going into the playoffs.
Yeah, for real. I mean, it's still the same amount of points. You're just getting a normal first place finish for the week, but still, like, it shows that, like, he has beaten the final boss of Season 1 of Dota Underlords.
For sure.
EPL. Okay, we're just waiting on Sloan and Octendi to ready up, and then we can kick off this final lobby. But, man, we've seen some crazy 3-star plays today. We've seen some wild alliances, some inspired early play. What have been your highlights so far?
My highlights has seen that absolute dominant Hunter performance from the first lobby. I mean, just finding like a market inefficiency. No one's going for these Hunters. I can grab them up. I've seen like from Digitams an absolute mastery of some low roll stuff. I loved seeing who won in the last lobby. Oh, Sloan Octendi is ready.
All right.
Let's do this.
All right.
But just this, like, I love seeing an all-around comp.
Yeah, I'm like, we've seen some meta comps, but others maybe not so much. We've seen some 3-star play, some deep play, and I'm really excited to see what is happening here as the final lobby of the day starts up. Let's pop in, and here we go. Flops are coming out. No early 2 stars this time around. We see some some early Heartless, some early Primordials. 3 Primordials actually from Paparazza.
I see 3 Pudges.
That's a wild flop to get that many this early on. 3 Pudges, Digitams in particular, getting the double Shadow Demons too, so that could be an excellent source of early damage. But of course,
SMD getting a miserable flop.
Yeah, that's bad. Like, you know, the early Venomancer is a fine round 1 unit, but you know, not much going up, not much doing there. We'll watch them try to make the best out of this, but those bugs are just eating SMD alive.
It happens.
Yeah, such a powerful round 1 alliance as they go down to none other than Headers, and you know, all eyes are kind of be on Headers as we move into this final round to see if they can perform the clean sweep. So far, so good. Takes home the first victory.
Items coming out, surprise, surprise. Chainmails, Talisman of Evasion, 3 out of 8.
Of evasions.
Yes.
Wild. Let's see what M Blue went with Voidstone. Okay, so we see 2 Voidstones, 3 Chainmails, 3 Talismans of Evasion. See some
tons of razors. Do you see all these razors?
I am seeing several razors here in this lobby. A couple being swapped in and out, but it looks like 6 out of 8 people have razors or were playing razors at one point.
Okay.
M Blue and Paparazza are both holding on to that 3-star Arc Warden Dream.
Yeah, you gotta believe.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a decent early game unit if you can supplement it with its alliances.
Let's tune into Digitams here, who did flop a 2-star Shadow Demon, looking to fight back from that 2nd place finish last round against Headers. It's going to be fun watching those 2 slug it out today in this final round here. Oh, and they were against each other, and what do you know? Once again, Headers takes the W against Digitams. No Spirit Spam so far. Looks like a heavy Heartless build.
Yeah. I mean, I see a potential for a lot of... Wow, somebody's gone early Warrior. SMD has found early Warrior. That's super strong early on.
I love early Warrior early on. You have tons of options, plenty of places you can go. You could just throw it in the trash if you want. Good against the insects. You don't really take the damage, but you get the mana. And
Oh,
Digitams with an early
Digitam's
punch.
wow, early 2-star Pudge. That's a beast.
Yeah, that is tough to punch through, particularly when comboed right, and when you get 25% additional EHP with that Talisman of Evasion. That is a ton as we see Digitams start to position themselves for could be a low roll Hunter's build, picks up the double Weaver and a Wind Ranger.
We have also 2 people popping up the 4, Incandescent Sky and Headers. I think Headers is looking to go for that early streak.
Yep, both are positioned, or rather Headers is positioned to do so as they go up against Secret and Blue, and it looks like they're going to take that pretty handedly against the Primordials.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Digitams is having some trouble dealing with this Nyx Assassin and this bug play from Incandescent Sky. Incandescent Sky gets that Demonic Purge out. Will not kill the Weaver? Will kill the Weaver?
Look at that, 2,300 insect damage. I mean, that's just what it does, right?
That is, I mean, in these early rounds, everyone gets bitten by the bugs, and, you know, AoE's kind of in short order.
Shall we watch one of the streakers?
Yeah, let's check out Headers. I mean, it's just...
Why not? Go for the king, right?
Mm-hmm. Sells the Pudge. Okay.
Do the insects benefit from Troll Alliance?
Yes, they benefit from Troll Alliance, they benefit from
sick.
Summoner Alliance. It is very sick, and that actually didn't matter which streaker we chose, because we're going to see some streak-on-streak action. Headers, of course, rocking the level advantage. Saw some Dreamboat cask play here. Those bugs are chomping down.
Going to town.
Is it going
They're
to be
absolutely going to
enough?
town.
Oh,
No.
that Razor. Second spike from that. Tons of damage.
Razor
from
helped a lot, yeah.
Paparazza. Let's check in on them. They've got 2-star Primordials, 1 Razor, 1 Arc Warden. Puts in some Vigilant units. Paparazza.
Thinking about Vigilant Hunter, keeping it open.
Mm-hmm. Rerolls.
Ooh, Vanguard Ba.
Could be a target buddy. I actually learned recently you can put the Ogre Cap on a target buddy.
Oh!
That's a spicy play.
Yeah,
I really like that a lot. I saw that in one of my lobbies. Might actually be in that lobby that Lou was in, where he's doing that assassin stuff. But Paparazza actually does go for the target buddy here.
It's acceptable.
Yeah, if you want it to be extra spicy, you'd put the Talisman of Evasion on it. But we'll keep that on the Tiny here. Yeah, leaning into the heavy Primordial opening here with that 1-star Tiny, but the 2-stars. Looks like they might want to transition into Savage Druid with the Lycan and Magnuses and Tree on their bench.
Keep it open, because, like, Primordials isn't the strongest late-game alliance, for sure.
I definitely classify it as a transitional alliance, in the same way that Insect is, in the same way that... it's basically just Primordials and Insect, if I'm being frank.
Where are you going with this?
Yeah,
everything else has a good late game.
Yeah, no, this is definitely the premier early game strats. That's a good final blast from Razor here, but I do not think it'll be enough. Digitams goes down to Linux Advocate. Unless... No.
The 2-star Bat Rider in the back just kind of plopping away. That's...
Yep, casual 3.8k damage.
Yeah. I like this comp. Just Warriors with a Bat Rider.
Yeah, SMD's pulling out some real stuff. Let's pop into them. Still rocking those Warriors with that Bat Rider. Has the Slardar, the Tiny, the Pudge with the Talisman of Evasion. How do you feel about Warriors? What do you like to ramp up into and ramp out of with them?
I love it. Just having a warrior base, it's strong in the early game. You can branch to Savage. You can branch to Undead. I have been doing something super spicy, going with warriors into spirits.
I do like that.
And then throwing in assassins at the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, there's just so many avenues you can go through. They're one of the most diverse alliances in the game. Like, so many good branches.
Like, between Slaughter helps your damage output so much, and it also opens up for some scaled with Tidehunter. I mean,
a deceptively high DPS unit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. This showdown between SMD and Incandescent Sky could have gone one of 2 ways, but Tiny don't miss. His hand is too big.
Yep. I was scared, because Tiny with miss chance is not great, right?
Yeah, his attack rate is, I think, the worst in the whole game. And it only it gets worse with his 3-star bonus, chomping it down to like it goes down to I think an attack rate of 0.25, which is very bad. That's an attack
What's
every
Enigma's?
4 seconds. Enigma's is also quite bad. I believe it's 5-3, and he has like
Okay.
it doesn't have the attack damage that Tiny has to compensate for it. Like doing $175
Miserable.
damage gives you some pretty decent DPS. You compare that to Bat Rider, Pudge. But yeah, I mean Slaughter gets like 85 damage at rank 1 and a pretty decent
Yeah.
attack rate. Like again, a deceptively high DPS unit. And with the
For sure.
Warrior pairing too, gets quite durable as well.
I think Paparazzo has, yes,
Yes,
two
indeed.
2-star Arc Wardens.
Yeah, I mean, they might be living the dream here. Upgrades that Tiny to level 2, keeps the Talisman of Evasion on them. Goes up against Digitams, and Digitams also has that barricade positioning again, just kind of chilling out in right field.
A nice base, though. Some solid 2-stars and some decent alliances. They can fight. They can hold their own.
Are we going to see this second second Arc Warden summon? And we do. We see a really good final static field. Oh my god.
Wow.
We're sticking with
serious?
Paparazzo. That's a
Are you serious right now?
a round 7 3-star Arc Warden.
Wow. Picked up 3 of them in this roll down.
That's mad. That is absolutely insane play.
Well,
And-
here's the thought process. You know, they don't have a choice to upgrade to level 4 and lower their tier 1 odds, right?
right.
Level 7 or round 7 is huge in that. If you can get some stuff done.
Yeah, that's actually an extremely good point. It does force you up to level 4 because of how XP naturally increases from round to round. Wow,
Yep.
it really takes advantage of it. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a very good item to put on
It's
there.
okay. You got time, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to be looking for your Maelstroms, you're going to be looking for your Skull Bashers, late game Horn of the Alpha, Shiva's Guard. I think a Vestiture could be pretty spicy. Mechanism also quite spicy as we see Paparazzo go up against Headers, who is still streaking. Jumped up to level 5, going for this unit swarm with Troll Summoners. See the bugs here too. But these Arc Wardens are holding their own.
Primordials are too much.
Yeah, there's just too many boys.
And they're rank 2 prims. That's when they get like formidable.
You're right, they are rank 2 Primordials. I missed that from Paparazzo. Who'd they put in? They got a Morphling? Okay.
Morphling.
Okay. Now if
Another
you're
round of
Paparazzo-
items. Let's
Yeah.
see. Not the
Orb of
best.
Venom,
Maybe
probably.
Orb of Venom. With what? With the 1 attack speed, that's pretty good.
Yeah, or the Arcane Boots. Opts for the Orb of Venom. Putting that on the Arc
Calling
Warden.
Blade's not the worst either. 25 damage.
I could contend that it is, but it's not my favorite item from that tier. Let's see. So Paparazzo is going to be having a good old time with that double Primordial 3-star Arc
Oh,
Warden.
yeah.
Things in the lobby are starting to shake out as we enter round 9. We're getting close to those Underlord drops.
No mages.
No mages. We see a lot of Heartless. Somebody else going for some Savage Summoner with Secret Blue. Still watching Paparazzo.
Me too. Going up against that 3-star Furion.
Yeah, we see the Nature's Prophet here with those backline treants giving a lot of grief to Paparazzo. This is all.
But that
this is against-
poison, the poison is accumulating.
Yeah, but they're stuck focusing down these trees. I think this might actually be a loss for Paparazzo
Yeah.
here as Linux Advocate encroaches.
Are you sure?
I mean,
Oh, no,
unless...
yep. They're inching.
It seems like the moment that they take those out, like the next one comes up. But
Right.
unless...
Well, that last 2 primordial, like they needed the primordials to buy them more time because they seriously have focus problems.
Well, another Arc Warden comes out, and this, if they get...
Ugh.
yeah, the focusing AI here is miserable.
This is tough.
Yeah, that final unspawned Arc Warden goes down, and this is going to be a win for Linux Advocate.
For sure. Orb of Venom did 2.7 grand damage.
Paparazzo might want to go up here.
Oh, Underlords.
Yep, Underlords are coming out. We see half the lobby has gone in Nessex. Got 2
And Essex
Hawkins.
is good.
Yeah, Nesix still very good. Has pretty much always been that way, and we'll see how that shakes out for this next big update.
And a Let's Go Crazy sighting
Yeah,
with the level 2 primordials.
It's our first one. Oh wow, and it is with Paparazza. Okay,
Yep.
that's
Yep.
spicy.
Oh,
3-star drought for
3-star.
Sloan McDendy.
Yep.
Yep. So it looks like they're doing the low roll hunters. They got their barrier. They got their 3-star drought.
Okay. They're also 0-9.
Okay, not how you'd want to start with that lineup, but getting hunter ones early on can be challenging due to their fragility. The barriers certainly help. Let's see if they can pull that out. I am still watching Paparazzo, of course, because I love Mark Warden. Like, maybe my 3-star, my favorite 3-star upgrade in the game. I love those item duping, even if it is something as pedestrian as those orbs of venom. But
Right.
These primordials are enduring and might buy some time for some late stage pickoffs here. Might get the tiny from the poison. Or not.
I mean, SMD is just tearing this lobby up, right? With that one loss.
Yeah, wow. Yeah,
And then one.
SMD has that troll.
I'm telling you, if you can go for that early warrior, it's so strong.
Yeah, I mean, you've got Tusk with a crit. You've got Vanguard, Juggernaut. I mean, 4 warriors, 2 trolls. Quite good. And you've got late game options too, with troll and warrior, with troll warlord.
And a Linux advocate has also picked up some brawny.
Okay.
Like finding that market inefficiency. No brawnies, though. Why not?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, sure. Why not? You might be contested for Beastmasters with the 2 hunters in the lobby between Secret and Blue and Sloan and Octendi, but there's still plenty of brawnies in the sea. I'm watching SMD now. Actually, got a level of Savage, got a Lycan out in the field, going up against Incandescent Sky. Probably going to roll them over. Went for, I believe Incandescent Sky is going more for the Knight route with an LC. Has a 2-star LC, 2-star Chaos Knight. 2-star Abaddon could not pull out the win for them as they sink ever lower.
Flash Lycan is just too much.
Oh yeah, we saw it last game, right? The Splash Lycan. So strong.
I remember I was watching UPL one week. I had my mind blown by a Splash Coddle. Just for like the Human Alliance, and it worked.
I mean,
super well.
If you're gonna splash any human in, Coddle's a good one. He likes those mana boosts. Header's got a ton of 2-stars.
I was about to say, Headers is about to run away. Hey, they come to SMD.
Yeah, let's check this out. I might tune into Dendy after this one, but let's see how this hashes out. Not the best Stone Remnant pull from that Earth Spirit, but I just think SMD is too tanky to deal with.
Yep. I know the back lines are kind of getting devastated.
Yeah, this is the effects of Headers' 3-star Nature's Prophet. Those Treants can be so disruptive. We saw it when we went up against Paparazza, and we're seeing it here too.
I mean, it just ties people up, right? It allows your back line to do what they were born to do. And it, like, occupies them. Because that's usually where your heavy hitters are, right?
Yeah, with your mages, with your hunters, are going to be chilling in the back.
Linux Advocate going on a streak.
All right, yeah. Let's pop over to them as we enter our next item round here at round 13. And what do we see? Lots of stuff.
Druid Savage Brawny.
Okay. This might... Oh, that's because of an overflow. I was about to say, Digitams has quite the board going on.
I love seeing the absurdity.
Truly aggressive leveling as Digitams actually hits at that 3-star Nyx Assassin.
What you're looking for.
The overflow is because Digitams is going for that low roll hunter.
Yes.
And now we're probably going to see Digitams hunting for the Crown of Antlers for the next item round. We saw that, in our first lobby with the Hunter Nyx, getting those quick Vendetta procs. Be super effective.
It's so spicy.
It is the spiciest shit I think I can imagine. Sorry for the small unprofessional language there, but it is.
It's just too spicy.
It's too spicy. I can't do anything about it.
Get this man some water.
I got the Leo Howitz jug over here.
Excellent.
Yeah, stay hydrated. Let's get Hydration Bot in chat.
And Paparazza is actually streaking with the Dr. Heckle Delight 3-star Arc Warden.
Yeah, I'm going like anytime you're going to talk about Paparazzi, I'm going to jump right in. I'm going to take any excuse to go Team Paparazzi. I actually went for a Force Staff in this most recent item round because why not? Could you imagine if like the sheer chaos of the board with an Arc Warden with that Force Staff, just everyone just sliding around like a hockey rink? It's incredible.
I actually want to talk about a secret storyline going on here.
Sure.
You have M-Blue and Slolonok Dendi going for the Hunters, but you also have Digitams trying to do the low roll business. It might hurt all three of them pretty bad.
That's true. United by that common thread of Beastmaster, and that can be an extremely powerful addition to the Hunter lineup.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Let's see, as Paparazzi is chipping away here, the first, the Arc Warden goes down. And just like there's so much poison around. Hopkins trying to do their thing.
Oh, huge stun there.
Yeah, they go down. Oh my god, the Dreamboat cask stun from Witch Doctor is not enough as Paparazzi continues that streak, and Incandescent Sky has fallen down. You know, they're sub 50 health now.
Okay. Slolonok Dendi is streaking too.
Really? Let's check out
Wow,
Slolonok
but
Dendi.
Paparazzi is just buff. Let's check out Slolonok.
Yeah.
After they got that 3-star Drow, I think that was a huge turning point for them.
For sure, and they have a really good low roll Hunter lineup as well. They haven't gone quite as crazy as Digitams have not bought into it as intently, but they have the Barricade, they have an Essex, and it is Enthrall in Essex. They have Maelstrom on that Wind Ranger. Their position.
Call me Nostradamus. They're gonna start leveling up soon.
Yeah. Yeah, they're at 12 out of 25 XP for level 7. They get the Enthralled Legion Commander away from Incandescent Sky, although that gets taken out from the Enthralled Weaver, which gets killed. So we're back down to the unenthralled units.
Ooh.
Wind Ranger lets it
Power
fly.
shot.
Oh, and gets a set. That has to be a second Demonic Purge there as well.
Absolutely.
Wards get dealt with.
Boom.
Slolonok Denny's got those insects on their side. Takes it home.
Strong wind run.
Digitam, speaking of which, not doing so hot. Falls down to 39 health.
He's going for that. They're going for that same kind of hunter roll strat that carried them earlier, but it's very contested now. They need some lucky rolls coming up.
Yeah, that 3-star Wind Ranger is certainly going to help with things, and it's such an interesting 3-star upgrade because it's Wind Ranger, right? You want her in the back line because you just want her to just sit there and like just vomit out damage, but. I imagine her proficiency comes in these late game scenarios where it's like her and one other unit, and then she can just kind of freely cast Power Shot. I know for a while before she got that upgrade, she was a very popular Mask of Madness.
Yeah, I used to do it all the time. I used to be so mad seeing that Power Shot channel.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, you could be doing so much more.
Yeah. Wow. But this Hunter comp with the Enthrall is absolutely cooking right now. So is Paparazzi.
Yeah.
Just loses. I'm sorry.
Never mind. Damn. Unfortunate. Slolonok Dendi continues to streak, though. Adds the Lifestealer, actually, to their lineup for that second level of Heartless.
And Silver Edge is on the table. Are they going to go for it? They will.
They will. Puts it on the Drow Ranger. 212 damage. Shout out to New York City.
That's going to be sick.
The Frost Arrows, and Digitams hits another 3-star unit with that Weaver, with the Maelstrom. That is quite good.
It's scary, though. You see 3 Enthrall and Essex on the board.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, one of those is Digitams. Okay, well, 2 out of 7, right?
Yeah.
You take those odds?
I would take those odds. And, you know, we talk about the role that Enthrall has to play in these low-roll, high-rank unit lineups. It could be the double-edged sword because you don't want to be fighting your own 3-star Weaver, your own 3-star Wind Ranger in Digitam's case. You see a big Requiem of Souls there out from Headers, who is down to 69 health. Thralls are out. Actually got another Nyx Assassin.
Bad.
Yeah. That 3-star Train Protector is not having much of this. Can the 3-star Wind Ranger get their way out of this? It is not looking very good. Unless not enough.
the blade mail and living armor was just too much.
That's a lot
Too much
of
against
armor.
hunters.
That's a lot of armor. I mean, we talk about the reflected damage on blade mail all the time, but we never really talk about how it just gives 5 armor, and that can be quite strong.
That's relevant. Wow. Okay.
Digitam's hitting that 3-star drow as most of the lobby pumps up to 5. Yeah, 5 people in the
Pumped
lobby.
to level 8.
Pumped up to 8. 5 people going to level 8. Numbers are very hard. I'm from NA. They are not my strong point. I do have a math minor. Again, integers are hard. We're going to chill here with Digitam.
Integers are tough stuff. Going against Slowlock Dendi. Tough person to run into right now.
Yes, we see two people essentially going for roughly the same build. Slowlock Dendi is supplementing their lineup with some Druid action. Has the 3-star Treant Protector out there. Enthralls are out. Digitam trades their 3-star Nyx Assassin for a 2-star Nyx Assassin. Not what I would go for if I were in Digitam's shoes, but hey, you take what you can get. And actually falls to Slowlock Dendi, who continues their streak.
Yes. Are they the one with the rank 2 undead?
Slowlock Dendi is ranking rank 2 undead, indeed.
Right. It helps. Like that 4 armor is a pretty big difference.
Yes.
And the unit advantage, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Having 3 more people on the board against hunters is pretty good.
Right. Absolutely. And you know, it can be confusing because even though it is a strong early alliance, having Vigilant can actually end up shooting yourself in the foot. When you have a bunch of units on the board casting spells all at once. And Linux Advocate with the 3-star Bristleback.
Giant.
Oh, wow. Linux Advocate has gone for the full Brawny Dragon build.
Yes.
Has the 3-star Snapfire too? Hello? Okay.
All right, all right. And that's just going to scale. That's not going to get any worse. Well, I'm not the biggest Snapfire fan, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, has one of the worst 3-star upgrades in the game. You just kind of get this cone, Orb of Desolation or Whitestone or whatever. It's not the best. That item's not even in the game anymore. But hey,
Header's starting to streak, knocking down Secret M Blue.
Yes, and now Secret M. Blue. I doubt they are actually signed by Team Secret unless I missed some serious esports announcements.
Don't want to say it like this, but the bottom 2 people of this lobby are hunters. I think Slowlock Dendi really had the good pacing here.
Right.
Looking to opt more into the undead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Heartless. Even though M Blue is also rocking the level 2 Heartless, Digitam's going for that low-level reroll strat for the Matt's 3 stars. M Blue opting for a higher leveled leveling strat, and now they're both kind of sitting there, and it looks like you said, Slowlock Dendi, who's now against M Blue, is kind of struck the right balance.
Right.
Thralls the bear, gets the bear. Pudge goes down. Friendly fire, mitigating some damage, but I think this is going to be a loss for M Blue. Down to 15 health. Paparazza takes a hit. They're starting to crater down too. They're down to 35 health in 5th place. Paparazza
but an item round is coming up, right? That's huge for your Arc Warden composition.
Yes, absolutely. And Paparazza has actually pivoted pretty hard into Mage. Oh, okay. They're overflowing, so I don't know if that's going to...
Well, they're overflowing non-mages, I believe.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair. Yeah, let's see.
What do you take, your Moon Shard? Maybe a Dagon? Dagon Arc Warden? Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm popping over to Paparazza real quick because I do want to say that Arc Warden 3 stars with Dagon is going to be a Glock fest.
We have the Glock Fiesta.
I'm very excited for this. We see 5 mages on the board.
5 mages, just getting the Enigma.
Mm-hmm. Who is there?
Swapping out the Razor, right? No, who has a Razor in there?
Yep, needs that Coddle or needs that Lich to complete their mage lineup. But and they're going to be up against Digitam, so we will stick here and chill and watch Paparazza see those Glocks pop off. See one.
The guns.
Yeah, manages to pop out that second or third Arc Warden before they go down, but Digitams just absolutely takes Paparazzi here to task. 11 damage down.
The Splash Lycan died immediately.
Yeah, you hate to see it. But, ooh, M Blue down to single-digit health. Gets 6 damage dealt to them by Incandescent Sky. And it's looking tough for this Heartless Hunter lineup.
Do you want to go over to M Blue?
Yes. Yeah, let's
The
check
roll
that
down
out.
has commenced. We have the axe, the Splax in there.
Yeah, I got that Splax to complement that Lifestealer with the Mask of Madness. We got the Magnus in there to complement the Lone Druid. We have a pretty interesting rainbow lineup of alliances going on here. One level of Savage, one level of Brute, one level of Hunter, one level of Vigilant. I got my popcorn here. I'm ready for a show.
Yeah. Paparazza, we can't escape.
Can't escape the Glock. Coddle's actually out for Paparazza. Is that their 6th mage? Did they go for 6th mage over 4 Primordial? Interesting. Regardless, we get a Stone Gaze here from Medusa. Doesn't last too long. She eats it. We have a Midnight Pulse out. There's a Dagon flying.
No.
Somebody got nailed by an arrow, and actually a devastating friendly fire. Another Sacred Arrow goes out. And
Dagon
want to
is
clean this
too
up?
much, though.
Oh, the freeze! Oh, Crystal Maiden saves Paparazza's life. M Blue falls to 5 health. Digitam's also down in single digits now, too.
It's a tough spot, too, here at level 6 with no gold.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
M Blue whipping out. Wow. Huge clutch rolls.
You really couldn't have asked for better pairs for that final couple units there.
And that Lich.
Somebody got sacked for that Lich, yeah.
At the head of this lobby, Linux Advocate with a 3-star Jug. They are a problem.
Yeah, 3-star Jug, 3-star Bristleback, 3-star Snapfire.
You like that? You like that, Dan?
That is incredible stuff. Oh, and just as we speak it, Linux Advocate going up against M Blue. This is an elimination scenario for M Blue. It is do or die. They get spit all over by Mortimer's Kisses. The Chain Frost goes out. Minimal effectivity here, but that Lifestealer can be pretty good against a Brawny Comp. Does a lot of damage, but it is not looking like it'll be enough. That 3-star Juggernaut is here. He is pissed. And he puts the final blade into M Blue, killing the Hopkin, knocking M Blue out. Thanks for playing. You are the 8th place finisher here in Group A.
Digitams with a clutch victory over Slolonok Dendy to stay alive there.
Yeah, things are
Went up to 7.
Things are really tightening up in this lobby, and indeed Paparazza did go up to 6 mages.
3-star Beastmaster. Absolutely beastly Brawny Comp coming through here.
Yeah, that is all 4 Brawny units up to 4 stars. That is the dream. That
to 4 stars.
To 4 stars. They're beyond 3 stars now. They're 4 stars.
Who are we watching here? Digitams?
I am watching Digitams, indeed.
Yes.
They're seeing
Going up against Incandescent Sky.
Yes, they're seeing if they can dig themselves out of this hole. They've got themselves down to 9 health. Can they overcome this level disadvantage? The Witch Doctor goes down. The Lifestealer's trying to make it happen. He's at rank 1. He does not last very long. The Nyx Assassin goes down in the back line.
The Necrophil was barely living. That was huge, back up to full health.
Oh, damn. But these level 3 units are going down. Incandescent Sky is looking to bring this one home. The Anesthix goes down. That Troll Warlord is slapping and just barely eliminates Digitams.
Paparazzi at 1. A break for Digitams.
Yeah, truly. Digitams, our 2nd place finisher in Group A for round 3, goes out in 7th here in round 4.
That's Underlords. In a lobby this close, that happens.
That's Underlords. Okay, I'm sorry if that disturbed anyone on the stream, but we have the absolute dreamboat build from Paparazzi. It's Horn of the Alpha. They lived with 1 health for this very moment. The Underlords gods have looked onto us because they want us to have a good viewing experience. We are watching Paparazzi. I do not care how anyone else does. This is the stuff. This is that real. There's no summoner bonus on the board, which is a little distressing.
Splash Lycan didn't make it, D.
Splash Lycan did not make it indeed, opting for that 6 mage, and honestly, I can't fault them for it at all, but they're really just holding on to this 4 primordial loadout, and I don't know if it's worth it. I'd much rather have, like, a summoner in there instead of the Eidolons.
I feel you. At the same time, you have Let's Go Crazy, right?
First Horn of the Alpha out. The clone goes down. Second Horn of the Alpha is through.
Is out. building up that mana. Oh, how do you? Oh,
Third one's in. Third
boom.
Alpha is out.
That's
And this is going to
insane.
be a win against Slolanok Dendi. Slolanok Dendi goes down to 9 health. This could be the turning point for Paparazza.
Wow. Incandescent absolutely slapping Linux Advocate for 12. I did not know if Linux Advocate was going to lose another round, but I've been proven wrong.
I thought the same thing. And again, this is getting really tight here in this final lobby.
Ooh, 2-star Necro coming out for headers. That's giant.
That's a lot of healing. That's a lot of more sustain. And, oh, man. We see a lot of different builds.
Everybody's poor. Everybody's rolled down. They're
Everyone's rolled-
desperate now.
It's the final round. It's the final lobby. You know, you gotta play your studs. Another 2-star Viper coming out for Linux Advocate. A 2-star Shadow Fiend for Paparazza.
Where do you tack it in though?
Yeah, I know. Everyone's poor. You're not gonna hit 10.
Yeah.
First Alpha comes down. Still up.
Arc Warden is not
Big.
proccing. Tons of damage. That's actually huge.
Doesn't get any more Arc Wardens.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh,
there
gets
was
the
one
second
more.
Thunderhide though.
Yeah, manages to live that long, but is it going to be enough? SMT swarming
Getting
in with the swarm of their own.
Wow.
Headers is out. Goes down against Linux Advocate to 6th place. Paparazza
Oh.
gets 5th, and now we have our final 4. I'm going to
Solonok Dendi beating out Incandescent Sky, who beat Linux Advocate. This is a very complicated scenario here.
Indeed, some rock, paper, scissors action going down as in our final 4. The 3rd and 4th players both have single-digit health. Another 2-star Necrophos coming out. This time for Incandescent Sky. Solonok Dendi only has the 1-star Necrophos in their comp. Incandescent Sky, I'm going to pop over to them because they have that Necrophos with the Vladimir's Offering. Has an interesting
Huge.
control lineup going on. Actually went for a 2nd level of Knight.
Okay.
See an LC in here as well. Has that Tombstone. Looks like everyone's crowding around.
All around.
Oh, that's
Oh,
a
gathering
huge
around for the Ravage.
monster truck Ravage. And we're
And
seeing
the 3-star Lycan with a silver edge is tearing through.
how many. Look at the wolves. The wolf pack is here. What can't even
Solonok
attack?
Dendi dies. 4th place for Solonok Dendi to Linux Advocate.
That's devastating because I don't think Incandescent Sky is going to make out of this one alive unless
Well.
that's a 2-star Sand King. It's a pretty chunky boy.
Never
There's
mind that. The crits are too much.
Pro Warlord in the back, but yes, indeed, Incandescent Sky just barely eliminated in 3rd place. Man. All right, we have our final 2 in this lobby. It's Linux Advocate, it's SMD. I'm going to be honest with you. I did not expect this final 2. I expected headers, I expected Digitams, but they both ended up
Right.
bottom 4.
Now, I want to look at SMD's itemization here. Refresher on Doom, Vlad's on the Tide.
Okay. I would probably put Vlad's. Maybe Vlad's on the Pudge. Refresh. He's got to put that refresher on Tidehunter. I'm sorry. That is
too good.
incorrect. Yeah. And I don't like Refresher Doom. We've talked about this in previous games, but here we are.
And we've even seen it today.
Yeah. Final 2. It is a battle of ideology again. We have the low roll Brawny comps. This. Oh man.
Ooh, what a
Bristleback
Doom.
got Doom. That's huge. I mean, that's still like.
Both these Dooms were relevant. I mean, the Jug got doomed, Bristle got doomed.
Okay,
And this
maybe
Lycan is surviving.
maybe that Refresher Doom is actually good.
If you get him off. I mean, you got to live a little bit. And the Warlocks help you kind of get that. Wow! Oh,
What a lot.
intensity.
What a fight. Yeah, even with those two Dooms going out, one on the Juggernaut, one on the Bristleback, both high-value targets, it still wasn't enough to overcome this Brawny comp.
Radiance is an option for Linux Advocate here.
Horn of the Alpha for SMD, and Linux Advocate does pick up the Radiance.
I love it. I love it.
How many Brawny kills are we looking at here for Linux Advocate?
Oh, only 125.
Okay, so that's like... we're looking at 4k health-ish. Closer actually to 5k
about.
health for all your Brawny units.
For all your 3-star Brawny.
For your 3-star Brawnies, yes. It's a little redundant because all
And all the Brawnies are 3-star.
Indeed. SMD actually getting a 2-star Medusa puts Chrysalis on her. Okay.
Okay.
Refresher Doom still in play here with the Vlad's Tidehunter.
So much life. Look at that Jug. Wow! That attack speed. with the EO.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, he is slapping. He gets attack speed every level. Oh my god. He's attack shop. Look at this guy. He's balling
With the
out.
crits, right?
With the crits.
Moonshard and overcharge.
And he does still auto attack during spin, and this is a decisive win from Linux Advocate as they are poised to take this lobby. They are streaking 15 damage bomb on SMD. I gotta look at
Here we go.
Linux's
Top 2.
point of view. The 2-star Necrophos coming out for SMD. Is it going to be enough? A quick overview of these alliances again. 3-star Lycan versus, like, 4 3-star Brawnies. You got the EO supplementing this Juggernaut. That is with the Moon Shard. I didn't even recognize that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's why they're attacking like mad.
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching this Juggernaut this time because, man, that is just so many chops.
It's kind of a lot. Okay, putting the big Ravage over there.
That is a big.
I wish he had
Ravage.
Anchor Smash.
Yeah, for real, because that is an absolutely disgusting amount of damage coming out from Juggernaut. The all-out attack goes out. A lot of stuns going on.
Doom on the Bristol is important. Can this Lycan pull through?
EO doomed. Bristleback doomed. Juggernaut's taking damage.
Hey, the tide is turned.
Okay.
A lot of this looks like it's coming down to Doom luck. Really. Yeah. Woo.
Unless this Beastmaster absolutely hulks out and wins the whole lobby.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one down. There's still...
Wow.
Okay, Witch Doctor's next. Okay, the damage. Oh, it was not enough.
Mitigator.
A valiant fight from Beastmaster, but the lobby goes on. We hit round 30, and man, this is. I mean, I can only call it spicy. I've been using that term a lot, but it is spicy.
It is. When it's spicy, you call something spicy.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, the Disruptor coming in here. That CC is going to be very important for SMD's Warlocks, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a huge way to keep everybody alive and keep that damage sustained. And yeah, that static field could screw all of that up.
Indeed. This time we'll Linux mirrored, correct? To dodge the Tide Hunter. Pretty devastating.
Oh yeah, that could be huge. Yes, Juggernaut spinning already. Linux out, or the Lycan shapeshift out.
The Doom on the Disruptor, and a Doom on the Beastmaster. Okay. Pretty big.
Yeah, that's big. This Juggernaut is going down pretty quick, but gets that second spin off. The all-out attack goes out, and yeah, it is not looking good.
Oh, the Juggernaut will not die. Okay. Yeah. That is the end of this lobby.
Congratulations to Linux Advocate, a.k.a. Lisfonia, I believe is how that is pronounced. And
excellently done.
That's it. Congratulations for winning Group A. Headers is denied the clean sweep through this final week in Group 9. And that is all she wrote. Eric,
what a fun last lobby.
Yeah, we see Brawnies coming out.
Yep.
Uncontested Brawnies. I mean, that's how you do it. You get all your 3 stars. They got some great 3-star abilities, some of the best in the game. You throw an EO in there, and we see what that did to that Juggernaut.
Right. And, like, a tough part about Brawnies is you want to win rounds as Brawny, but you also want to get 3 stars. Juggling what level you're at, when to roll down, when to push your leveling. It's not easy. It's not as easy as Brawny used to be, right?
Right, yeah. I mean, before Brawny used to just be... You wouldn't really spend a lot of time low rolling. The strat was actually just to flood the board with, like, sort of 2-star units.
Yeah.
But then, there was that mid-season change, and the paradigm kind of shifted. And I actually really like this iteration of Brawny. It has still clearly kept its effectiveness, winning this lobby pretty substantially. And yeah, makes for really, really great commentating, too, because it is a joy to watch.
Oh, for sure. I loved it.
Let's see if Group B is still active, or if everybody's all done. Looks like all of our lobbies have finished for today. So let's go to the scoreboard again. Wait for that to update, and I believe it has updated. Yeah, Group A was the last to finish. Thank you for that. I think we're going to be getting our updated scoreboard coming in here soon. But yeah, let's take a look at these scores. So we actually, with the win in that final lobby today, Lefania, aka Linux Advocate, does take the week with 50 points, beating out Headers, who I think if Headers would have just finished like 5th, yeah, if Headers would have finished 5th, they would have tied with Lifania. I think it still would have gone to them. Still, like a top 4 finish, though, does absolutely put him at the head position. SMD coming in at 3, and we do actually have the updated and final standings for Season 9. Let me just save this.
Wow, excellently done. Really, that was such a mastery of that last lobby, and there were some absolute killers up there.
Yeah, it was super exciting play, like really stiff competition to come back, re-enter Group A, and take it home. It was a joy to see. Now let's see if this worked properly. We flip back here. It did. It did. Yes, so these are our final standings, and we are a little, let me just kind of peek behind the curtain here, and no one's seeing anything. I'm a professional caster, and perfect. Got it right, first try. Yeah, we have our final standings for Season 9, and it's K up in first with 43 points. Had a great showing today. Incandescent Sky right behind them with 42 points in second. Headers, after an absolutely dominant showing here, came a little, almost got that first place slot. Still had an awesome week, coming in third. Toph G coming in fourth. Digitame, Slow Octendi in 5th and 6th. Like, these are all very familiar names. Some names that we didn't see this week. We see Mutant in 7th.
Miss Mutant.
Yeah, Pervok in 8th. Leifania, after winning this week, sneaks in there at 9th. Koshni got Xanum, who I don't think has played since week 2, but absolutely dominated that week.
That's dominance.
Yeah, and we see Pivo there at 16. We got Win-Win, we got Sunsmile, we got Lustrial. So tune in next week for the conclusion. We got the playoffs next week. That's where all the money is, a $250 grand prize. It is great, and we are going to hang in here for a bit while our lovely and benevolent admins switch us to raid somebody, another streamer here for Underlords. For this week, week 4 for Season 9, I've been your host, Dr. Heckle, and this has been co-caster making his debut, Snowplows. Thanks so much for coming out, man. It has been a joy.
The pleasure's all mine. Honestly, like, I had a lot of fun here. I love watching high-level Underlords, learning a bit, and I love spreading the love. I mean, this community is, like, real tight-knit, and it's excellent.
Yeah, absolutely. It has been so much fun, so much great banter in the chat, so much great banter within these games, seeing all these familiar names, just, so great. So, for all of us here at UPL, we're going to sign off here. Stick around, and why not give some views to our raid target? We'll see you next week for the finals. Take care, and stay safe.
And go to my SoundCloud.
Oh yeah, check out SoundCloud. That is soundcloud.com/Eric DEE 2023. There's some really great tunes. Cannot recommend A Farewell to Bravery highly enough. It is such a great album, and I'm getting the close it up, and thank you so much. All right, take care. See you next week.
Peace.
Goodbye.